So if you are, as soon as we start, and it's 3:33. So if you are watching this on replay, go ahead and let me know where you are watching from. I'm about to get ready to wrap this hair of mine on up because this is the end of my day. It is not Twist 'em Tuesday, but I did miss Twist 'em Tuesday. So we are doing this today. And today we are going to talk about protective styles and how protective styles are really that thing that's kind of breaking your hair off and you don't really know it, okay? If you watching this on replay, you hearing that, but if you live, you don't know what I just said. So give me a 3 if you can hear me. Thank you. This is actually a silk press that's like a week and some change old, but for the purpose of answering a lot of your questions, and we're gonna get to stuff in a second, about like how to prolong a silk press and all of that stuff. For that reason, I'm stretching this silk press out a little bit more, and to either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I'm gonna put in some clip-ins for week 2 just to show you how to prolong it. Girl is old, it's dusty. So I need you to, I just watched an older video with you and your mom. Too funny. How is your mom? She's doing good. She's downstairs right now. So I have a question for you guys. And this is a judgment-free zone. We're gonna get to some facts today. You already know how I get down. So let me know, what do you think? Do you think that heat is more damaging, or is protective styles more damaging? So what's more damaging between protective styles and heat? Which one? Which one? Between protective styles and heat, which one is most damaging? And my hair is gonna be looking crazy, boo, because when we get off of here, I'm wrapping this up. This is not me being cute for y'all. The cuteness of the day already happened, and the video go up tomorrow. So again, the question is, again, for everybody that's coming in, what do you think is more damaging to your hair? Whether you relaxed or natural, are protective styles more damaging, or are heat, like different styles with heat, like so silk presses? Okay, so I want to say, first of all, hello, how are you? Because I'm so proud of y'all. Most of y'all have the right answer. Let me get this water. Y'all keep on. If you're just coming in really quick, the question that I just asked, what is more damaging, protective styles or heat styling? Come on, sugar. And yes, I got on sweatpants. What are we doing? Y'all know I ain't went nowhere today. You ain't went nowhere but to work either. Okay, so one of the leading causes of damage in any way, shape, or form are these protective styles. Now, I'm going really deep into it on the Hair Guru one-on-one, shameless plug. For $9.99 a month, you get my real in-depth scientific information, because YouTube and the algorithm don't really be messing with my scientific videos, and I spend so much time on them. So we'll get into that in a second, but let's hop straight into this. When it comes to damage, one of the leading causes, the main causes of damage is mechanical damage, right? But what are different versions of mechanical damage? Well, the number one form of mechanical damage is protective styles, because women are under the impression that if their hair is being left alone and it does not have heat, that their hair is healthy and protected, and that could not be further from the truth. The reality of it is, so we've talked about mechanical damage before, but let's talk about something else when it comes to these products that we're using, because we're like, okay, I'm going to do a protective style, so I'm going to get this gel, and I'm going to get this butter, and I'm going to layer this on top of that, and I'm going to wet my hair every day. Did you know that just like you can have a protein overload, you can have a moisture overload. And one of the leading causes of damage in naturals is moisture overload. And there is a scientific name for it, but I'm going to be jumping the gun. That's why you have to tune in to the video that's coming tomorrow, because I'm going to give you the scientific name for it and full facts and receipts, okay? There is a form of damage, like I said, a scientific name for it, and it is moisture overload. And most naturals have moisture overload. What is moisture overload? What are some signs of moisture overload? If you notice that no matter what you do, your hair is breaking, if you notice that whenever you wet your hair, it's a little like crunchy or hard, or you may notice that your hair is stringy and stuff, you don't have no chemicals, you haven't done anything chemically to your hair, but for whatever reason, your hair just feels like it's chemically damaged. And why is that? Naturals and everybody on YouTube teaches y'all to wet y'all hair every day. Like, there are so many women in these comments in my videos, like, yelling and cussing at me because I tell y'all, do not wet your hair every day. This version of moisture overload, one of the leading causes, if not the main leading cause of moisture overload with Black women, is wetting their hair. Y'all think that you're supposed to wet your hair every day, where moisture overload happens. And like I said, coming tomorrow, there is a scientific video coming to break everything down. With moisture overload happens when the cuticle swells and closes too much. When does the cuticle swell and close? Hey, when you wet your hair. So anytime you wet your hair, you are causing the bonds in the hair to break and then come back together again. So anytime the bonds in your hair, anytime you're constantly breaking the hydrogen bond in the hair over and over again, you are giving yourself moisture overload long term. And most naturals, y'all constantly buying these products, all saying what products work for this. No product will help you. You get in a routine that does not infer you causing moisture overload and giving yourself damage. That is what's gonna grow your hair out, sis. So for every YouTuber, for anybody who's like, oh, Sam don't know what she's talking about, you supposed to wet your hair. No. The leading cause of moisture overload is wetting the hair too much. There is a YouTuber, whenever you search my name, if you search Sendile, there will be a video that I'm sure you guys have seen that will pop up that'll say like, oh, you know, fake bonds of the hair, fake science and all of that stuff. And it's so funny because I am so proud to announce to you guys that I am an official OLAPLEX ambassador. And when you look at an OLAPLEX bottle, give me a comment real quick. When you look at an OLAPLEX bottle, it says bond multiplier, bond reconstructor. So in all of my videos, in the video that y'all search that says, oh, send out fake hair science, that's the disconnect in the hair industry, because you have so many people making videos for views that they don't pay attention to the science. Right? And so because they didn't pay attention to the science, and at the time, I'm not making my hair look crazy because get on my nerves. At the time, my hair was this long because I wore my hair short by choice, because I prefer my hair in short pixie cuts to this, like at this very second, that's what I want right now. But it's just so funny because at that point in time, I was giving y'all a scientific fact, right? But because it's something that you don't hear that much, it's something that you negate and try to say, oh, she don't know what you're talking about. She doesn't know what she's talking about. But if you go see a dermatologist or a scalp specialist and somebody that specializes in the chemical bonds of hair, they will tell you that wetting your hair on a regular basis when you have a certain texture will cause moisture overload. You are not supposed to break the hydrogen bond multiple times in a week like that without setting it. And I'll have people say like, oh, well, people with naturally straight hair wash their hair every week. Yeah, and before they walk outside, they set the hair back in beta keratin. Alpha keratin is the state that your hair is in when it's wet, when it's curly, when it's in its natural state, it's not stretched, anything. That is alpha keratin. Beta keratin is the state that my hair is in right now. Right now, my hair is in beta keratin, and until I wet my hair again, that is how it's going to stay. If I want to get my hair back in alpha keratin, I have to take a water bottle and wet it, and it will take my hair back to alpha keratin, which is my hair's natural state. But moisture overload and protective styles become extremely damaging and the #1 enemy in the natural hair community, because Black women are under the impression that they have to wet their hair to impart moisture. When you are wetting your hair, what you are doing is breaking the bond. You can get moisture within your hair from using oils with particles small enough to seep into the hair shaft. You have all of these different product lines or all of these different YouTubers that are telling you, oh, this product is wrong and use this oil and use that oil. No, sis. If you want to put an oil on your hair to impart moisture, what you need to use is a serum. Why? A serum has minute, very, very, very smaller particles that seep deeply into the hair's follicle or hair shaft without blocking the follicle. They are zeros on the comedogenic scale. That's why a serum is most likely recommended by your hairstylist, okay? So I'm going to pause talking real quick and answer some of y'all questions. So give me 1 second. Believe it or not, the crochet hair was not good for me. Listen, everybody thinks that if your hair is left alone, it's protected. That's not true, because what makes y'all protective styles and not protective styles is when y'all have the braids in, y'all still wetting your hair every day. So you have a protective style in, but you're giving yourself moisture overload by wetting your hair on a regular basis, thinking you got to wet your hair down with water instead of cleansing your scalp. You can cleanse your scalp with oil, sis. You don't have to do that, but if you pay attention, the YouTubers, everybody's on this constant wheel, like trying to figure out how stuff go. But if y'all just follow the science of the human body, it's so easy. But y'all don't want to follow the science. Y'all want to argue. Just like when I did the video of the Gina lady, I asked her, and this is why I was so upset and so frustrated, because she was manipulating Black women. And I knew, once I was talking to her, I knew that no matter what I did and no matter what I said, Black women were going to, because of the things that they already had going on in their own mind, they would pick a side. I knew that. So I was like, okay, if I can ask her this one question, regardless of what Black women say after they watch this video on me talking to this Gina Curl lady, if I can ask this woman this question and she can tell me that she don't fucking know, or she's not able to answer it, any Black woman that goes and gets anything done from her, that's on you. When I asked her what is the difference between curly hair and straight hair. The difference between curly hair and straight hair is the amount of bonds, protein to protein linkages within the bonds that are holding the hair together. Anybody that's doing curly hair, anybody that specializes in Black women's hair, if you don't know nothing else, you should know the difference between curly hair and straight hair. So that is why I bring you the science, because if I bring you the science, it's easy for you to know who not for you, sis. If a white woman or any woman, even another Black woman, if a Black woman tell you I specialize in Black hair and you ask her what's the difference between straight hair and curly hair, and she can't tell you that it's the amount of protein that lives within the hair shaft, if you give her your money, it's on you. It's on you. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. I was like touching something and then I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. But yeah, so that is why I go into the science. So let's hop into the science. It wasn't to talk about her. I just want y'all to understand why I'm so intense, why I'm always going deep into the science, while I'm always telling y'all to research, while I'm always telling y'all to know the bonds within the hair. Because if y'all Google my name and you see, oh, Sin with her fake science, and they saying that my science is what I'm saying ain't true, but the biggest product lines out stand behind what I gotta say 100%. Listen, OLAPLEX is one of the biggest names in the hair industry. On OLAPLEX's bottle, it is a bond reconstructor and a bond multiplier. If y'all focus on the bonds in the hair, that is what makes the difference. And if you focus on the people, because there are so many people on YouTube that's giving y'all facts, man. My favorite person is Green Beauty. Green Beauty, baby. She bring y'all facts. Not drama, not nobody that's sitting around for hours looking for somebody to talk about. No, somebody that's bringing you facts. Facts that will help you. Because at the end of the day, me reacting to a video or something that somebody else is doing don't do nothing for you. It doesn't do anything for you. All it does is build up karma for you. That's it. That's it. So that is why I want y'all to focus on the science of hair so nobody can play you. Just like I always say, y'all know how to count. So, oh, Green Beauty, yes. Green Beauty's everything. Listen, I'm not one of those YouTubers that's like, oh, listen to me and nobody else. Listen. I want y'all to have y'all favorite people, but I want y'all to follow people that's giving y'all facts. I want y'all to follow people that's giving y'all science, not fads. That's who I need y'all to follow. Okay? Not fads. Not people who are doing things for your entertainment. Not people who are looking after trending topics so they can get drama or so they can collect views. That's not going to do anything for you. That's why I said I'm scrolling back up to read y'all comments. That's why I told my husband, I was like, as much as I hate having my hair long, like me and my dad had the biggest argument ever when I cut all my hair off. I can't stand having longer hair because for whatever reason in the Black community, a woman's beauty is determined by how long her hair is. So when I went to cosmetology school, I was like, I want to cut all of this shit off. And it's a whole nother thing to be beautiful with no hair on your head. And another thing, it gave me another leap or a breath, for lack of a better word, of confidence in the hair industry to have all of my clients with their hair down their back while I got a short pixie cut with my hair tapered in the back. So, anyway. Okay, real quick, before we get started, before I lunge, questions and all of that. If anybody has any product questions, please do not ask them here. If you come to my lives, then you get all of the information off rip. But I am going to be going live on my Amazon influencer channel. And so whenever I do that, I'm going to send an email out on my website. So whenever this video is over, make sure you go to the description box so you can get so you can get the link to my website so you can go subscribe and all of that stuff, okay? Okay, yeah, so remember, when it comes to answer your question, protective styles, if done incorrectly, are definitely more damage than putting heat in your hair. I straighten my hair. Oh, it's driving me crazy. I straighten my hair weekly. Well, not straighten my hair. I blow dry my hair weekly. And I have no heat damage. The video that's coming tomorrow is showing you guys like my routine and how I keep my hair like and all of that stuff like in between and stuff. So I really, really, really want you guys to look at this video because in that video, you can see that it is not the tool that damages your hair. It's the person using the tool. And it annoys me when people are like, oh my God, flat irons are damaging. That's just y'all being like, oh my God, cars really be killing people. No, y'all non-driving asses be killing people, not the cars. Y'all cars walking around here murdering people. No, they're not. It's the people that get behind the wheel, period. So flat irons are not the enemy. If flat irons were the enemy, then hairstylists across America wouldn't have no goddamn job. Do y'all know how much Baby Bliss Nano Titanium would have been out of business if they was the reason everybody was bald head? That ain't their fault. Y'all know use a goddamn flat iron. That's crazy. How the hell you gonna blame the car? You gonna blame the car? I ain't driving cars no more. I'm going back to horses. Because these car accidents is getting ridiculous. Every time I get on the road, somebody in a car accident, we need to go back to the old days where we was just taking horses. Period. Like, that's stupid as hell. Oh my God, once a week. Yes, listen to me. Hey, first of all, let me say this. If you in here, if it's your first time, don't ask questions and don't say stuff if you sensitive, because I don't mince words. YouTube has y'all believing that flat irons give heat damage. No professional cosmetologist has been out here telling y'all that flat irons give heat damage, because if they was, they wouldn't have no goddamn job. No professional has told y'all that flat irons give heat damage. No. Any person that's told y'all that flat irons give heat damage is a YouTuber. No professional cosmetologist is telling you that the second that you put a flat iron in your hair is going to get damaged, because then she wouldn't have no goddamn job. That's some stupid shit. It don't even make sense. Y'all take all of y'all information from people who have not spent 1 second in school learning about the human body. Like, a flat iron is a tool, just like a scalpel is a tool. Y'all buying a flat iron don't make you a cosmetologist, just like you going to the store and buying a scalpel don't make you a surgeon. Hello, how are you? Like, don't get mad at me, y'all, but people will comment like, oh my God, saying no matter what I do, I can't make silk presses look like yours look. No, you cannot, because I've been doing this for 14 years. And I went to cosmetology school. And after I went to cosmetology school, I went and took classes every other year to stay up and ahead of my game. And I'm still taking classes to this day, even though I'm not behind the chair. Hello? What's the difference between a serum and elixirs? Okay, I love y'all so much, but for all of those in-depth questions and all of those videos, for example, on the Hair Guru 101, or not the Hair Guru 101, it's the Guru 101. So it's not just about hair, like anything in life, serums, product formulation, like anything is over there. Is hosted on my website. Is $9.99 every month, and all of my extra content like product formulation and all of that is over there. Why? Because when I make the content here on YouTube determines who gets the content and who doesn't. So I don't like that, because I spend so much time. Like, there's actually a elixir that I'm making over on my YouTube channel too. I mean, on my YouTube channel, over on the Guru 101. So everybody that's a member of the Guru 101, theirs is already in the cabinet waiting, and theirs has been sitting for the last 30 days because I've been teaching them how to make it. So that's where all of that stuff is. If y'all want to know specific products that you should use, all of the specifics, anything you could possibly want to know in grave detail, if you don't find it here on my channel, it is over on the Guru 101. That is where everything will be. I hope that y'all understand that. But boom, look, the problem and the reason that most of y'all get heat damage is because y'all are listening to YouTubers. What do I mean? YouTubers are telling y'all, and when I say YouTubers, I'm not talking, if they know what they're talking about, that's fine. I fall in the category of a YouTuber too, so I'm not attacking anyone. So, people on YouTube tell you that to do a silk press, you can skip over the blow drying process and stretch your hair and then flat iron it. That's why y'all have heat damage, coupled with most of y'all have moisture overload and don't know. If you have moisture overload and then you go to your stylist and the stylist doesn't know that you have moisture overload, or you have not talked to her, this is y'all first time sitting down, and you have moisture overload, you will have heat damage that day, and it don't have nothing to do with her. My problem with people is like, women, and I'm sorry if y'all get an attitude for this. Oh well, I told you not to be on here if you're sensitive. My issue with women will not comb, like, y'all won't take care of y'all hair for 5-6 years. So for 5-6 years, you only washing your hair every 4 months. You ain't had a trim in 4 years. You've been washing your hair with boo-boo sprinkles and wick rice, okay, and pickle juice. And then you go sit down and then write a review about the hairstylist because your hair didn't come out right. Sus, you can't go from never taking care of your hair and never doing anything to your hair and then walking in and expecting a hairstylist to turn your whole life around. And it's the craziest shit in the world because y'all don't even respect a hairstylist as a professional. So you don't respect the hairstylist as a professional, but you want me to pull some goddamn magic out my bra? That's some crazy shit. Like, you don't respect the hairstylist at all, but you expect her to undo all of your work? That's some crazy shit. And the worst part about it, the hairstylist or the cosmetologist can't say nothing. And I'm speaking what I know. When your cosmetologist tell you, hey, you shouldn't use that on your hair because that's probably what's making you go bald. Oh, I got something for that ass right now, and I'm willing to bet money. A couple people probably gonna leave. Give me some thumbs up. A couple of y'all gonna have an attitude when I say this. If you notice, I don't have on edge control, right? And if you really, really pay attention and really go and look on my videos, when I do silk presses on myself and on the majority of my clients, I do not use edge control. Why? Social media made y'all feel like edge control is something that you need to have. But let me tell you something. Edge control is made of petroleum. Edge control clogs the follicles. So pay attention. Around the same time that edge control took off was around the same time all y'all started losing y'all goddamn edges. But edge control and lace front wigs came out at the same time, so wasn't nobody paying attention. But most black women will not leave out their house without edge control. And not only will you not leave out of your house without edge control, most black women put on edge control before they go to sleep and put on their scarf. So then you go to a hairstylist or a braider and get your hair braided, and then when you take the braids out, all of your edges fall out, and then you want to blame the hairstylist or the braider like, oh, they made all my hair fall out, where in reality, your follicle was weak and hanging on by a thread way before you went to get your hair braided. Get into it. Okay? That's how it go. If you've been smothering, if somebody been choking you, right? If you've been choking and barely able to breathe and hanging on by a thread anyway, right? And then somebody come along and give you some tension, that's all it needed. You've been blocking your follicles forever. Not only do y'all block y'all follicles, y'all pack shea butter and petroleum in y'all scalp. Y'all using rice water and apple cider vinegar because YouTubers told y'all that it cleans your follicle. Yes. Apple cider vinegar will clean your follicle. Why? Because it is a natural acid. But once you put it in there, it does not come out. It keeps doing the job. Know that. Your follicle not this big. Your follicle is microscopic. So know that just because you slice some water over it don't mean something happened. And then keep in mind, on top of that, everybody's like, oh, I'm scared of sulfates. Y'all realize that apple cider vinegar is more detrimental to your hair shaft and your follicle than sulfate shampoo is, right? You know that, right? You know that, right? Once you put apple cider vinegar in your hair, it never stops stripping. It never stops weakening the follicle. Your follicle is microscopic. So you going like this and putting a little bit of water going like that ain't getting nothing out of nothing, Sister Sookie. You put it on and then you went under a dryer, under a steamer, because that's what they tell all y'all to do. And you went under a steamer, so it's deep within the follicle, sis. And y'all think that because it makes your hair feel good when you rinse it out, that it's doing wonders to your hair. No. What you're experiencing for a second, because you use acid, is my nail broke? Because you use acid on your hair, what you're experiencing for a second, sis, is all of the buildup that you've caused on your hair from all of the product buildup and everything else that you've done. You're noticing your scalp is finally able to breathe. It's like, oh my God, I feel so much better. But it's very short-lived because right after your scalp is able to breathe, you pack the same shit back on it. And everybody that asks, is there an article for reference? Just like y'all Google how to grow hair, Google what is petroleum. If you Google what is petroleum on YouTube, there's going to be a video that shows you a company that is drilling to the bottom of the ocean to get a black tar and putting it in a machine, heating it up. And when it's at one temperature, it turns into the gas that you put in your car. And when it's heated at another temperature, it turns into the same petroleum that they use to put a scent and some blue coloring in to make your blue magic grease that you swear by. Come on. Like, read the ingredients. It's not, I love y'all. I'm not being rude or disrespectful, but I'm not the type of person that make content. So you be like, Sin knows everything and Sin is right. No, these are facts. This is fact. Like, it's common sense. It's common sense. Even if I never give you a source about petroleum, anytime you go into a hair salon, anywhere, if somebody needs to protect the cuticle, what do they use? If you need to protect anything, what do you use? Petroleum. Before you get a relaxer, what does your hairstylist put around here to protect your skin? Petroleum. Hello. Vaseline is the name of the company. Vaseline is petroleum, sis. It's petroleum. It all comes from the bottom of the sea. My hair is getting washed today. Do you see this? And this, I'm coming on here today, and this video is gonna stay up so y'all can see it. So you can see like how full and bodyful my hair was a couple, like 3-4 days ago, and how it look now. But like, come on, y'all. Like, it's common sense. I'm not like, oh, y'all done figured out on your own. No, we're not doing that. And the thing is, and I'm not saying this to the person who said it, my issue with us, and when I say us, I'm talking about black women because I'm black too. So for all the black women that's going to be watching this in the replay, like, oh my God, stop attacking black women. I'll pop you in the mouth. I'm a black woman too. So I can say it. Just like black people can say nigga, but other people can't. Listen, for whatever reason, black women, we do not want to believe each other. We think that if a hairstylist has short hair, it's because she bald headed and her hair don't grow. Where in reality, if you spend all day doing hair, like if I have 10 clients in a day, and out of those 10 clients, 5 or 6 of them haven't washed their hair in 6 months, the last thing that I want to do when I'm off work is hair. And the only time I can do my hair is on my off day. And I don't even like hair. Like, I'm mad that I have it. That's why I kept it short. Because I was like, I don't even like you. I don't like you, hair. Like, come on. Where I got the shirt, Fashion Nova. It's weird. They the only pants that fit my ass out here. like growing pains. You learn your hair over time and educate yourself on what works. But this is the thing. I don't like that statement. You learn your hair over time and then what works. No, that's some stupid shit. Not you. When you go buy your car, right? When you go buy your car, they tell you exactly what type of gas to put in your car, right? And then you only use that gas. Because they tell you, hey, if you use a different type of gas, this is what's going to happen to the engine. This is what's going to happen to whoop, whoop, whoop. And you listen to them because you trust them. And you're like, okay, you know cars. You know that if I put this in my car, it's going to fuck up. And you only put a certain type of gas in your car. I know that for a fact. A race car can't use the same type of gas that a Tempo can use. Different cars have different gases that they use, period. But y'all do not respect hairstylists and cosmetologists. We tell y'all, you don't put that in your hair. No, don't use this. No, don't put that on your scalp. No, don't do this because that'll happen. No, don't do this. I know so many cosmetologists that have wrote me and told me, and if you are one of those people on here, please give me a 3, please, as I promise to God I do it for you on everything I love. She told me that she stopped using edge control. She wouldn't use edge control because of the reason that I told you and lost over half of her clientele. So we cannot constantly complain and say that black women don't put us up on fucking game when y'all penalize and black women have to suffer to put y'all up on game. So as a black hairstylist, I have to make a choice and say, what do I want? Do I want to educate people or do I want to lose clients? Because for me to educate my clients, I got to go against the status quo. For me to educate my clients, I have to go against what everybody else is saying. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, that's been the diva cut thing. It's been going on forever. Like, I need y'all to remember, the whole Team Natural thing, that's been going on for like the last 8 or 9 years. It's nothing new. You may have just went natural, but stylists, professional hairstylists been dealing with it for the last like 8 or 9 years. Saying, what do you think about petroleum products? I think that when I go to the store to buy products, because I buy hair products too. I don't make hair products. Like well, that's not true. There are a couple of products that I just prefer to make myself. But every blue moon, like I'll go buy something. I look at the ingredients. If it has petroleum in it, I don't buy it. If it has petroleum in it, I don't put it on my scalp. Period. Like, why are we arguing about this? Like, and it's like, we just want to fight. Like, y'all just want to argue about stupid stuff. It just makes no sense. Like, if a woman say, if I eat rice, I know how to make rice milk. I'm saying fermented rice that smells like ass is too powerful for low porosity and medium porosity hair, and it never washes out of high porosity hair. That live protein is always living within the hair follicle. But instead of women just doing their research and being like, oh, rice water is an aggressive protein treatment, and low porosity hair can't handle protein, I shouldn't use this. Instead of that, it's like, bitch, shut up, ho. Shut up, bitch. You don't know what you talking about, ho. Like, y'all are disgusting. Like, not y'all, but, and then by the same token, people are like, why hairstylists not putting you up on? Because the ones that want to give information that's different, the hairstylists that want to make YouTube channels and put y'all up on game, see the way that people like me get attacked when they do, so they be like, nope, I'm straight. I'm good. Y'all know how many hairstylists and how many people I coach that be like saying, can you give me another way because I'm not as strong as you? I can't take that. So nobody can say that Black women not trying to help each other. Like, stop. Please. Like, please. You use products with mineral oil. Mineral oil is made up of the dead sea creatures that are at the bottom of the sea. Mineral oil is made in the same machine that they make the gas that you have in your car. And like, okay. We gotta talk about it. Okay. We gotta. It's not the edge control. It's just that if you like me, you can get carried away with it. Murray's will remove your hair like wax strips. If you no, edge control is a styling product. Styling products are not left on the hair permanently. And to me, from my 14 years of experience, the main problem with women and their hair is like being lazy. I'm sorry. Most women are like, oh my God, I don't want to, I'm only going to wash my hair this much because it just takes so long. It's so much for me to do. Saying, give me a shortcut. There are no shortcuts, sis. Pick a day. Pick a day of the week and get into it. That is why I'm super excited about it. Over on my website, if you subscribe to my website, you already know about it. But I started a brand new group. When this video is over with, I'll leave all of the information in the description box. I started a free group. It's like a prerequisite to the Guru one-on-one, and what we're doing in that, the challenge is going to start on the 5th of this on the 5th of this month, and it's going to be a 7-day challenge. And in this 7-day challenge, what we are doing, I am going to guide you through getting your own hair routine, and you're going to stick to it. And the way that it's going to work, you're going to join the group. We're going to be talking within the group. You'll be sharing your experiences and things like that. I need you to make sure that you are engaging, because the way that the system is working is it's an automatic system. So it's only going to send out the challenge PDFs and all of that to the people who are engaging within the group. So make sure you comment, because when you join the group over there, it's going to ask you like, oh, what problems are you having? So don't leave now. Wait until this is over, and I'll have all of the information below. But it's going to ask you like, okay, what issues are you having? Where are you at in your hair growth journey? And then on the 5th, we are going to start off like triggering 7 days, how your hair growth journey should be and how your routine should be. And if you stick to this routine will be for 3 different groups of people. It's going to be for the person who washes their hair every week, like me, the person who washes their hair every 2 weeks, and a person who has braids in their hair and you have protective styles and stuff like that. So that is what that 7-day challenge is going to be about. So make sure you come back to this video when it ends, so you can go and look in the description box, so you can join my free group. It's free, $99. It's free, promise. And you'll join the group, and then you'll be a part of the challenge that starts on the 5th. Okay, give me a 2 if you looking forward to that, and if you're gonna join. Is the group on Facebook? No, it is not. It is on my website. I don't own Facebook, but I own www.sinsmith.guru.com. I own that. Hello, how are you? So algorithm don't got nothing to do with me. Hello, it's like being here on TV. Holla at your boy. So yeah, as soon as we get off of here, I'll remind you guys to go prompt and sign up, okay? And join the free group. It's a free group, free $99. And once you join the group, like I said, I'm going to get you into a hair journey, so a hair regimen, so your hair can grow. If you have been here on my channel, thank you. If you have been here on my channel, you know that I shave my head and I cut a little over an inch off of my hair almost every month. because of my outbreak with HS on this side. So listen, I already got the receipt, so I'm not even about to try to prove myself because you already know that I know. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to take a couple questions. Then I'm going to go into the last little piece of information that I want to give you guys. And then we are going to, by that time my food will be here, I ain't gonna lie. And then it'll be time for me to go. I'm gonna scroll up while I'm waiting for more questions. It's hot in here. Babe, it's hot. Can you like turn the air on or something, please? Oh my God, I'm like sweating. This hair oil is on my head and it's not even that much yet. I just like, I really like not having hair. Like, I'm not one of those women that's like, oh my God, my glory is in my hair. No, no. Is it okay? So once again, heat training. Heat training is a word that YouTubers kind of sort of made up. I mean, the term heat training was around sort of kind of, but it wasn't. It's not something that's like, oh, okay, let's book a heat training service. Like, your hair, and I know that it sounds like overkill. If my kids were closer, I would have one of them bring me an OLAPLEX bottle so I could freaking show it to you. I know I'm always talking about your hydrogen bond, your disulfide bond, and the salt bond. That is what your hair is made of. I'm not just randomly throwing stuff around. That's all you need to be worried about. Forget all of these products and all of that. No, products, flat irons, brushes, combs are all tools. They are all tools to aid you in your hair process. They do not fix anything. You are the only person that can control the way that your hair grows, how much your hair breaks, and all of that. Most women are so concerned about heat damage that they have no idea. Or protein overload. All y'all know is protein overload and heat damage. I'll start talking about mechanical damage so y'all know about that. But that's all y'all really know about. But those are not even y'all two enemies. The number one enemy to naturals is mechanical. Well, no, the main enemies, sorry, of naturals is mechanical damage and moisture overload. Most naturals have moisture overload. There is a scientific name for it, honey. Like, I'm not making it up. Moisture overload happens when you're constantly opening and closing the hydrogen bond in the hair, sis. Period. So you see somebody online that tell you that I'm lying about that, that's a person you need to stop listening to because they don't know what the hell they talking about. It's fact, baby. And if I'm wrong, y'all don't need to be talking to me. Y'all need to be like talking to State Board of Dermatology, State Board of Cosmetology. That's who y'all need to be talking to, not me. So other YouTuber, anybody that want to go against, I'm not the one you need to go to war with, sis. Go to war with everybody who licensing, your doctors, everybody. Go to war with them. I don't have an ebook on moisture overload yet. I didn't really know. I didn't know that y'all didn't really know what it was. And like I said, that's not true. I'm gonna keep it so real. Like I said, the whole diva curl and all of that shit, that's been going on. My dad's been going for 7 years, and that happened like 3 years before he even left, y'all. So for like years, for almost over 10 years, no, for almost 10 years, pushing 10 years, The whole diva cut, diva curl, all of that stuff been going on, and cosmetologists have been arguing with their clients about the information that is being spread on YouTube. So when I was behind the chair, after a while, you get tired of arguing with your clients about stuff. Sorry, somebody just asked a question. Sorry. I have a question. If I have straight pieces in my hair, should I cut it off if I want to wear my hair straight? I'm so glad you asked that question. She said if she has straight pieces in her hair, should she cut it off? I'm going to answer your question in combination with another thing that I want to address, which is search and destroy. Please give me a 2 if you know what search and destroy is. Please. I want to get on this. I don't care who got a problem with what I'm about to say. Somebody get, and I promise this search and destroy is going to go into the question that you just asked me. Please. Search and destroy is something that, once again, YouTubers then told y'all to do. And I don't care who get an attitude. It's the stupidest shit in the whole world. And this is coming from the core of my soul. This is coming from my spirit within, from when I was standing behind the chair. Oh God, hairstylists that tell you, or YouTubers that tell y'all to search and destroy. I know every stylist that do what I do want to punch them in the face. When you search and destroy, understand that your eyes cannot even see the follicles that is on your face. God damn it. You have anywhere, remember, y'all know I'm about to say, the average person has about 100,000 follicles on their scalp. And the average person has anywhere from 0 to 4 strands within the follicle. So if you do the math in your head, the average human being has anywhere between 0 to 400,000 strands of hair in their head. So I need you to explain to me how your little eyeballs that can't even see your follicle and can't see none of the particles around can look and search with them 2 little eyeballs and see which hairs need to go out of anywhere between 0 and 400,000 strands of hair on your head. How? No. When you search and destroy, this is what you do. When you search and destroy, you have anywhere from 0 to 400,000 strands on your head, right? So you done did a little search and destroy, right? You done did your little search and destroy. So you done went all like this, right? And you're like, oh, I'm a search. Oh, there go one. There go one. There go a slit in right there. So you searching, right? You searching. You got one right there. One right there. One right there. And then you go get some scissors and be like. And then you like, ooh, I'm popping. When you go book an appointment with your hairstylist, even though she's nice when you're there, you got on her fucking nerves. I told y'all we grown. Leave. If you sensitive, she's talking about you. You were her most irritating client of that day, because instead of her giving you a trim, she has to give you a full haircut, because now it looked like lamb chop was jumping up and down with some scissors, like, or Elmo, la 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 la, Elmo's his goldfish, his crayon too. That's Elmo's world. You a grown ass woman. That's some stupid shit, bro. This is how y'all look when y'all searching it. Elmo's world. Elmo loves his goldfish. His crayon too. That's Elmo's world. Come on, bro. That shit is so irritating. And then y'all want to go to your hairstylist and be like, oh, she's scissor happy. She's not scissor happy, sis. You've been searching and destroying. So you think that you got long hair. You think that your hair down here. But you been so you got a bunch of uneven hair. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry if you listening to me at work. I'm gonna calm down because then you gonna laugh and you gonna get in trouble. I'm sorry. It's 180 people in here and I only have 74 likes. I just said that means there's over 100 of y'all just sitting here looking at me. That is weird. Say something. Shit. Give me a thumbs up. Make it tough. Say something. Girl, boy, you been just sitting here looking at me. You sitting in here looking at me like, how'd you feel about just sitting in your house just looking at you? How would you feel? Look at me, just give me a little tapping or something. Shit. That is weird to me. Thank you. Honey, can I ask about the silk press which you have used, please? What you mean? What silk press? What you mean? But I don't understand the question. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with you. There's probably something wrong with me. I don't get what you had said. Honey, oh, you already said. I have learned so much from watching you. Oh, thank you. I mean, good. I'm sorry. You love her. Am I her? Her loves you too. You already liked her a long time ago. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I don't care who got an attitude. Stop searching and destroying. That's some stupid stuff. And I don't care who got an attitude. That's dumb. That's like your mechanic getting under your car. You being like, hey, I didn't even tell you what was wrong with the car. It's all right. I'm just slide under this motherfucker and start fixing shit. I'ma just start snipping stuff. I don't even know what's wrong. I'ma just start turning some buttons. I'ma start clicking some shit. And whenever the car starts, that's what's right. That's what y'all do when y'all search and destroy. That's some stupid stuff. That's some stupid shit. I don't care. And if you got something to say, hey, that's some stupid stuff. You gonna search and destroy. Like, you don't do that with nothing. You even got a plan when you go. You even have a plan when you go to the grocery store. When you go to the grocery store, you got a list. But y'all like, I don't even know. I think this how y'all look when y'all search and destroy. And I want you to know what I'm about to do. I'm about to show y'all how y'all look. And I'm about to say to y'all what y'all hair is saying. Like, is her stupid ass really about to try to? And then y'all don't even search it. Oop. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate you so much. Oh my God. First of all, Tanya always spoils me. And she's one of my beauties and the Guru 101. Just a little FYI for the bells. Whenever you donate anything, $20 or more, we ring the cowbell. Because the cows can come home now, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then anything under 20, you ring it for a smile. I'm gonna smile either way, but yeah, that's how it's going today. Okay. Listen, oh my God. Jocelyn Taylor said, people are using OLAPLEX 3 as a conditioner and saying that it doesn't work or it makes their hair break. Please read the directions. Reading is fundamental. Listen to me. There is I am so happy to say I am a OLAPLEX ambassador. Now, somebody can say whatever they want to say about this. I have been using OLAPLEX since OLAPLEX came out. I have been like, oh my God, I have to have like OLAPLEX, like, oh my God. And this is when I was standing behind a chair. This is before YouTube. This is before Instagram, all of that stuff. I have been using OLAPLEX for years. So OLAPLEX saw my videos on bonds, on the hydrogen bond. You know, the videos on Sandal with her fake hair science. Yeah. OLAPLEX, one of the biggest brands in the hair industry. I am now an OLAPLEX ambassador. Now, OLAPLEX does not sell 1 and 2 for this specific reason. What you just said is the exact reason that only professional cosmetologists can get 1 and 2. OLAPLEX 1 is what we mix inside of hair products, okay? OLAPLEX 1, you will see me use it in the video that y'all gonna see tomorrow. I explain the whole system, so great question. OLAPLEX 1 is what a professional cosmetologist uses within her color formulation. Now, it first started off just being formulated for color, but it is for the bonds in the hair. Forget color, forget heat, all of that stuff. It is about the bonds that's in the hair. Remember, the fake hair science, it ain't fake. The shit is real. The hydrogen bond, the disulfide bond, and the salt bond. When you read the bottle, OLAPLEX says it is a bond multiplier and a bond reconstructor. That is what it's for. OLAPLEX 1 and 2 are the versions of OLAPLEX that you can only get if you have a cosmetology license. OLAPLEX 3, mind you, these, like OLAPLEX, all of these other numbers, they didn't exist at first, okay? All of these other numbers did not exist at first. At first, the only thing that existed was 1 and 2. Get into it. 1 and 2. And so then cosmetologists, me. So anybody that want to argue with a cosmetologist, OLAPLEX was made by OLAPLEX was not made by stylists. OLAPLEX was made by 2 scientists that were friends or that knew a stylist. And as they were talking, the cosmetologist, not the consumer, not the girl on YouTube looking at videos. A licensed cosmetologist that is licensed and trained by the state, okay, told the makers, the 2 scientists that formulated OLAPLEX, hey, this is the issue that we're having with our clients. Our clients want color. They want to go from black to platinum blonde. And we don't want our clients' hair to fall out. And we don't know what to do. So they were friends with scientists. The hairstylist that had this problem was friends with 2 scientists. And those 2 scientists said, don't worry about it, bro, I got you. And then they created a particle. They created a formulation. That's why Curl Smith, all of these people, everybody that's like, oh, OLAPLEX in comparison to, there is no comparison to. You know how you know? If anybody makes anything like OLAPLEX gonna sue them for everything that they got. It's already happened. Do your research. Regis? Yeah. Or, oh, no, it wasn't Regis. I'm sorry. Do your research. So let's get into it. OLAPLEX started 1 and 2. OLAPLEX 3 is not a standalone product, sis. So for all of the YouTubers and for everybody making videos like, oh, OLAPLEX, I'm going to read y'all comments in a minute. Everybody making all these videos like, oh, OLAPLEX don't work. OLAPLEX is making my hair break off because you're using it wrong. That's why OLAPLEX is not making 1 and 2 available to y'all because y'all not even using the shit that y'all got right. Y'all not even using the products that OLAPLEX makes available to you right. OLAPLEX 3 is not a conditioner, sis. It's not a conditioning treatment. OLAPLEX 3 was created when, the same hairstylist, we like, okay, so we got 1 and 2. We real good. We real good with coloring our clients' hair. We able to take our clients to high levels without breaking their hair. But our clients aren't coming back for maintenance like they're supposed to. They're not coming back to for us to give them the type of treatments that they're supposed to get. So you know what they did? They came out with OLAPLEX 3, sis. OLAPLEX 3 was the product that we gave our clients to take home after we used 1 and 2. So for y'all to make a video saying OLAPLEX 3 don't work, it broke my hair off. Yeah, smart girl, you using 3. When you was in school, you learned the number line is 1, 2, 3. You got OLAPLEX 3. already messed up and you ain't doing shit to your hair, OLAPLEX 3 ain't gonna pop in like, I snapped my finger and everything's together. No, it is a bond reconstructor and a bond multiplier, period. So guess what? If your issue in your hair shaft is not the bonds being weaker or not you lacking bonds in the hair, it ain't gonna work. Just like if you got low porosity hair and you use a bomb ass protein treatment, it's gonna break your hair off. That doesn't mean that the protein treatment is bad. It means that your ass got low porosity hair and you're not supposed to use protein. Period. So the thing is, and that's why when y'all be like, oh, Sin, what product is good for this? What product is good for that? I don't get into that. Why? Because I do not like the fact that women get online and blame product lines for their mishaps. The reason that y'all have these problems with y'all hair is because y'all don't have proper routines. Y'all think that y'all can go into a store and put a product in y'all head and it's gonna make everything better. It don't work like that, sis. You gotta have a set routine from jump. OLAPLEX ain't a fairy godmother, and guess what? OLAPLEX 3, not the thing that you use to fix your hair. OLAPLEX 0 and OLAPLEX 1 is. I mean, OLAPLEX 0 and OLAPLEX 3. They either use 3, it's either 2 and 0 or 3 and 0. That combination is formulated to fix your hair. 3 not, who told y'all 3 was meant to do that? Nobody told y'all that. I ain't seen the video. Tell me when. OLAPLEX ain't made no video telling y'all to use 3 to repair shit. They ain't do that. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. OLAPLEX ain't tell y'all to do that. So what are y'all, oh look, it don't even work. Who told you that it would? Who? I know. Somebody who ain't been to cosmetology school for 5 minutes. That's who. Girl, play with yourself. Stop playing with me. Girl, go in your room and play with yourself. Don't play with me. Play with yourself tonight. Don't play with me. Sis. Sorry. Y'all told yourselves. OLAPLEX ain't never told y'all. Oh, OLAPLEX 3 don't even work. Yeah, smart girl. Nobody told you that it would. Ain't no cosmetologist told you that. And anybody that told you to go buy OLAPLEX 3 because it was going to fix everything don't know shit and you shouldn't listen to them no more. Because OLAPLEX 3 ain't never marketed OLAPLEX. OLAPLEX has never marketed OLAPLEX 3 as the most powerful product. OLAPLEX 3 is probably the least potent out of all of the numbers. Are you fucking kidding me? So we're judging whether or not OLAPLEX worked based on 3? And OLAPLEX 3 is probably the weak, like, come on, man. OLAPLEX 3 is a maintenance product. Nobody told y'all that. Y'all saw a YouTuber with long hair saying, OLAPLEX 3 work for my hair. I'm going to use this. And then y'all went and used it. OLAPLEX never told y'all that OLAPLEX 3 was going to fix anything. No professional cosmetologist markets OLAPLEX 3 as a fix-all. When I did OLAPLEX treatments for my clients, they had 1 and 2. They got their hair clarified over a bowl. After they got their hair clarified, I mixed OLAPLEX 1 with water, and then I put it on their hair. They sat under a dryer for a certain amount of time, depending on their porosity. And after that, I applied OLAPLEX 2. Because I'm a cosmetologist and I know how to use it. I know the correct measurements and everything. Then after she came from under the dryer with her OLAPLEX 1, then I put OLAPLEX 2 on her hair and she went back up under the dryer, depending on her porosity. Then I rinsed it out and shampooed her hair. That's how you use it. OLAPLEX 3 is what she took home to keep her bond strong until the next time she saw me. That's what OLAPLEX 3 is for, sis. OLAPLEX 3 is what your clients buy from you to take home so they can keep up with their hair and so their hair won't break until you can get in it again. That's what OLAPLEX 3 is for. Yeah. But you don't know that because you're not a professional cosmetologist. And this conversation is why OLAPLEX does not make 1 and 2 available to you unless you have a cosmetology license. Yeah. Yes. And yeah, Sephora sells it, and Sephora sells it for a reason. You know why? Because Sephora has a hair salon inside. So OLAPLEX feels comfortable to sell it because Sephora has a hair salon, a hairstylist, a hair salon inside. So they feel confident enough knowing that their products are going to be housed around people who are licensed and educated enough to sell the product. That's why it's in Sephora, y'all. It's not because Sephora is this great place. No. Learn the game. Learn the game. Or stop arguing with the people who know the game. And y'all, this not honest knowledge. This is fact. If y'all but everybody want to undercut. Since the beginning of time. Since OLAPLEX came out, everybody like, hairstylist, nope, cosmetologist talking about you can't get OLAPLEX. Nope, they just don't want you to have it. They just don't want you to get their money. No. It's because you have to use it in a certain way or you're going to ruin your fucking hair. That's why. They'll remain nameless. I have so many freaking clients who book appointments with me and they can't figure out why their hair breaking off and falling out all the time. And they know a girl that got a cosmetology license but don't do hair. And she let them buy OLAPLEX and they using OLAPLEX 1 every day and trying to figure out, and they can't figure out why their hair breaking off. Because OLAPLEX is not supposed to be used every day. OLAPLEX 1 not supposed to be used like that. Like, most people don't even understand that you're supposed to use like a drop of OLAPLEX in your color. Like a droplet. We want you to have healthy hair. Are you a hairstylist, babe? Yes, that's it. But you know what? It makes it hard. And I'm about to keep it so real with y'all. That's one of the main reasons that I was like, you know what? I can't do this no more because I did not get into hair for like, I'm washing my hair. I forget what I was talking about. What clip is. Clip these nuts. I'm washing this stuff. Oh my God, it's so greasy. I completely forgot what I was saying. Cause it's driving me crazy. It's so greasy. Oh, you end up losing, what's that? Oh, you end up losing your love for the industry at one point because you find yourself arguing with your clients to help them. So it's like all of this information I have seen it so many times. I just left the industry a couple of years ago, but I was in it for 14 years. So when women are like, oh, well, no, I never said that. Well, everything that I speak on was said to me. Everything that I speak on are experiences that I had standing behind the chair. I wanted to know, I have a scalp scrub. I wanted to know if you used it before or after you shampoo. You use it before, but I want you to read the bottle, please. Like, don't, everybody, not just you, everyone watching this, please get in the habit of reading the bottle. If you do not trust the directions of the product that you buy and do not buy it. Don't ask me. I am not the chemist who made it, and nor do I exalt myself above the chemist who made the product that you bought. When you buy a product, that it is by law, they have to put the directions on how to use the product on the back of the bottle. Do not ask me. Why? Because on the back of the bottle, it can say use after you shampoo your hair. And I could possibly think because of the last scrub that I used, that chemist could have possibly formulated it to use before the shampoo. But then you use one by a chemist that formulated it to be used in the opposite way. So if I tell you one thing and the formula was made by a chemist that needed it to be used in a different way, it's gonna mess you up. Don't ask me. If you buy a product, whatever it says on the back of the bottle, that's what you do. Stop listening to, and when I say YouTubers, I am speaking of myself too. Whatever, if you read a bottle, if you buy something and it say only use when your hair is like this, you're the one who spent your money on it, which means you trust that chemist. So you do what the chemist is telling you to do, which you putting it in your hair. Like, I'm not the chemist who made the product, so I don't know. On the back of the bottle, it's going to tell you what use it. It's going to say use before you shampoo or use after. Do what it says on the directions, period. Oh my God, what is your name? Oh my God, I love her so much. Oh my God. Sincerely, I don't have my glasses on. She said, and stop leaving these rinse out conditioners in as leaving. Oh my God. Oh my, somebody make her a moderator. I swear to God. I swear, oh my God. Let me tell you something right now. I'm about to close this up. Let me tell you something. If you sensitive, get out of my life. I swear to God. I swear for God. I swear for God. If you sensitive, get out. Because we about to talk about conditioner. I swear to God. If you sensitive, get out. Go on get it gone. You gone? You didn't get. Listen. I swear to God. If y'all do not stop using regular conditioners as leave-in conditioners, a leave-in conditioner and a regular conditioner have two completely different formulations. Do you understand me? My nail broke. Yes, I'm gonna put it back on later. They have two completely different formulations, sister girl. Most of the time, not most of the time, a conditioner is made with wax. Emulsifying wax that's been melted down and mixed with oil and all of that stuff, okay? Okay. Leave-in conditioner be made with water. No wax. Water. The leave-in conditioner that I made with my company did not have any emulsifying wax in it. Emulsifying wax should not be left in your head, bro. A leave-in, listen, just because one bottle, just because something say conditioner, just because the conditioner that you put in your hair after you shampoo says the word conditioner, and then something else say leave-in conditioner, y'all think it's the same product. No, girl. No. Is coconut water? Do coconut water taste the same as the regular water that you get from the tap? Hell no. All some having conditioning in it, like some will say conditioning cream, conditioning lotion, conditioning balm, but it be for your nuts. That don't mean it's a leave-in conditioner. A leave-in conditioner translation means that once you put this product in your hair, it is a prep. That's what it means. Leave-in conditioner means this is going to condition your hair and prep it. A conditioner, the type that you wash out, the only purpose of a shampoo is to cleanse, right? But when the chemist makes the shampoo, she makes a conditioner to go with it because that chemist knows exactly what particles, whether they are natural or artificial, her formulation is going to remove. And she has also made a conditioner to match it to replenish whatever the hair has lost. And she has formulated it to go into the cuticle and to be rinsed out. Emulsifying wax should not be left on the hair's cuticle. Leave-in conditioner and the conditioner that you use after you shampoo your hair is not the same chemical compound. A prep detangler, no. Leave-in, no. Oh, that's a whole nother conversation. Leave-in conditioners are not detangler. A leave-in conditioner and a detangler are two different products, guys. Like, listen to the words. Listen to the words. Detangler, leave-in conditioner. A detangler is meant to detangle. A leave-in conditioner is meant to be left in your head, giving the conditioning effect. Like, you guys, the main problem is YouTube. Instead of y'all using product, like y'all respect other consumers more than y'all respect the people who actually make the products. Do you hear how crazy that sounds? Instead of you asking the company, you go ask another consumer. They're a consumer just like you, sis. If a product comes out in January and then YouTubers are making videos about it in February, why the hell are y'all listening to them? They just now using it too. They don't know. They just heard about the product just like you just heard about it. Like, Curl Smith. Curl Smith comes out for 5 minutes. And a product is out for 5 fucking minutes. And a product is out for 5 minutes. And then YouTubers like, this is so much better than this product that has helped stylists grow their brands for the last 10 years. It's been out for 5 minutes and it's better. And stop using that. This just came out a couple of days ago. I just heard about it, but I'm an expert on it. And then y'all listen to them. Whose fault is that? The person making the video or the person listening to the person that made the video? Oh, it's a question. It's a question. I'm not being a smart ass. I was just asking a question. Yeah, men shouldn't either. Listen, my husband already know. I'm like, nope, nope. Like my husband has bought certain stuff for his beard before that. I'm like, yeah, no, I know that looks nice, but it's a marketing ploy. No, thank you very much. Nope, we're not using that. Nope. Just because they're selling it doesn't mean that it's good. Just because, like, I don't, girl, listen. As a YouTuber, I agree with you. People out here listening to YouTubers like it's gospel. Yeah, and no. Like, for example, somebody come ask me something about nails. I'm going to tell you, I don't know. That's not my specialty. You come ask me something about braids. Oh, how do I attach? Girl, I don't know. That's not my specialty. Now, my specialty is the hair shaft and the scalp. So I can teach you how to protect your hair before you put the braids in, and I can teach you how to protect your scalp now that they're in, and I can teach you how to take them out properly without you having breakage, and I can teach you how to do the maintenance after you take them out. But can I tell you how to make the perfect braid? Hell no. Why? Because that's not what I do. But for whatever reason, because black women have hair on their head, every black woman with hair and a flat iron and a comb and a brush is a fucking professional. How'd that go? And y'all don't listen to professionals. You only listen to people who don't know nothing. You listening to people who learning right along with you. And then wondering why you don't have no damn hair. That's why y'all don't have no hair. Most of the people that y'all been listening to are cutting all of their hair off right now. Every other day, I get on YouTube and see a different YouTuber that got hundreds and thousands of subscribers from a natural hair channel, teaching women how to grow their hair, cutting all their goddamn hair off. Yeah. And not because they bored with it. Because you don't have to have hair if you don't want it. They're not cutting it because they're bored. They're cutting it because it's broke off. So all the shit you've been listening to for the last 9-10 years is what's broken her hair off. And all the stuff that's broken her hair off is the same stuff that Cosmetologist been behind the chair telling y'all not to do this whole time. But, you know, what do I know? Okay, do y'all have any questions? Let's do questions for like 10 minutes, and then I'll do a story, and then, you know how it go. Boom. And I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, Lord. Being rude to nobody. Is the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. Like, it is what it is. Go to their pages, look at their hair when it's wet. Look at it and see if whether or not it's see-through or not. Look at it and look at the density from their scalp to their end. See if it's thicker at the root. Like, come on. What the fuck? Like, and this is my problem. Why is it that cosmetologists like me who are like, oh no, don't do that, get attacked? But then if we say, if I say no, don't do that, like, it's a problem. If I give you the real and say don't do that because this gonna happen, then I get attacked. But if somebody else give you something with no factual information, you go jump off the bridge. But then if I say, no, don't do that because science says this, you like, drop your sources. Sis, you following shit with no sources. Why I gotta drop a source? But okay. I need extra understanding. Hair is hard. Listen, baby. Hair is not hard to understand. The reason that hair is hard to understand for y'all is because y'all want to take all of these shortcuts. If you think about it, the women that got hair today ass, they are not following all of these damn steps. All of the shit that y'all do, women with hair today ass don't do that. You know what they do? They wash their hair at least once a week. And then they wash their hair with a shampoo, a conditioner. They use a leave-in conditioner before they blow dry and a heat protectant before they add heat. And then that's it. And then they get a trim every 8 to 10 weeks. That's what they do. But that ain't what black women do. Y'all don't wash y'all hair because y'all think dirt make your hair grow. So you will go 6-7 months without washing your hair. Don't say that you don't, because I've been doing hair for 14 years and I had to have a policy. It was one of my policies that if your hair had not been washed within the last 60 days that I was not doing your hair. I put that on my father's ashes. It was a policy that I had to have. I'm not lying. I am not lying. I had a policy that said, if your hair has not been washed in the last 2 to 3 months, I'm not doing your hair. Because women would sit in my chair and had not touched no fucking water in their head for 10 months. I swear to God, on my kids and on my father's ashes, on everything I love. That's real life. Fuck all of this stuff on YouTube, because peep this. The women who ain't washed their hair in 8 months don't want to be recorded and on YouTube. So you don't see that. YouTubers that do hair, I'm not turning on the camera for a client that ain't washed their hair in 10 months. I don't have enough memory on my camera for that. Y'all can play nice nasty with me if y'all want to. I've been in the game for 14 years. No. And then, listen, she said, people think hair needs to be hydrated with silk presses with all these oils and leave-ins. It's the opposite. Yes, girl. Because social media and YouTubers told y'all that y'all scalp don't produce oil. Because of YouTube, black women walk around this earth thinking that they are the only entity and the only species walking this earth whose body does not produce its own oil. Do you know that animals have sebum? have sebaceous glands. Did you know that? Did you know animals have sebaceous glands? But there are YouTubers telling black women that even though every living organism on this earth has an oil gland, you as a black woman does not. So because black women are under the impression that they don't have oil in their hair, they pack their follicles full of oils and petroleum that blocks the follicle. And then y'all like to say shit like, oh, my grandma did it and her hair was to her butt or her hair was down her back. Sis, did you know that if you are a woman that is putting petroleum on your hair every day and your hair still long, my love, you are one of those black women that can have hair to their goddamn ankles. Know that. That just means that your body is doing this job in spite of you. That's what that means. It don't mean that what your grandma was doing was right. It just means that you are so powerful and your body makeup is so powerful that your follicle gonna do what it's gonna do regardless of you and what you do. That's what that means. That means that your lineage and your bloodline, if your grandma was still putting petroleum on her scalp every day and her hair down her back, you were part of that bloodline of black women that had hair to their ankles. Know that. Because know that there are multiple African tribes of women that kept their hair straight, stretched, and cleansed, not with heat, but stretched and cleansed, and they had hair to their fucking feet. Know that. Know that. Like, sis, your scalp creates oil. It's all oil, but it never comes out. Another thing, I'm making a full-fledged video about this, but y'all on here, so y'all get a prerequisite. So if you see the video, still watch it, because I already told y'all that I'm doing it. Most people, give me a 5 if you believe that 4C hair is naturally dry. There are so many freaking videos going around on YouTube of black women spreading this. First of all, the curl typing chart isn't real. That's first thing. That's first thing. We're not going to go there unless you want me to. But for women with 4C hair is naturally dry. That is not true. It is not true. The straighter your hair is, sometimes the oilier it is, because everybody has a sebaceous gland. And it takes oil longer to go like this, down like in a spiral, than it does for it to go down a straight line. So if you have bone straight hair, the oil comes down like this. But if you have 4C hair, if you have extremely curly hair, meaning if you have a lot of protein attached to the disulfide bond, because that's what makes hair curly. If you have straight hair, you don't have that much protein attached to your disulfide bond. But if you have 4C hair, you have a shit load of protein attached to the disulfide bond that is holding your hair together. Know that. So the reason that 4C hair feels drier is because 4C hair is curlier. And on top of that, most women that have 4C hair, it's really hard for you to manage your hair. So you spend all of your time on YouTube and you listening to all of these YouTubers and they giving you all of this information that's telling you to block the follicle. So on top of it already taking the oil longer to travel down the hair shaft, y'all are doing all of these products, using all of these products and doing all of these practices that are weakening the follicles and blocking the follicles. So the natural sebum that is meant to go down your hair shaft to make your hair oily like my hair is right now can't come out because you're blocking the follicle. 4C hair is not naturally dry. It's not. 4C hair has to get patterns that allow the natural sebum that is flowing from the sebaceous gland to travel all the way down the hair shaft. Period. That's why somebody, and because y'all don't know the science of hair, somebody like Gina can come and play the shit out of y'all. Because Gina Curl and Jerry Curl, all of that stuff, they're like, oh, it's making black girls' hair grow. No, it's not. Black girls are getting relaxers and Jerry curls that are taking some of the protein out of the bonds that are holding the hair together. That's why I asked her, I said, what is the difference between straight hair and curly hair? What she was supposed to say was the protein in the hair. And what she's doing, she's taking the protein out What make the difference, what she was supposed to say, the difference between curly hair and straight hair is the amount of protein attached to the bonds that are holding the hair together. So when you get a relaxer, when you get a Gina curl, when you get anything, if you going from, even if you heat training, what you're doing is taking the bonds away. You're taking some of those bonds away. So you are now responsible for putting them back in place and multiplying them. That's what everything is about. But I don't expect you to know that. Like if you're an accountant, I don't know nothing about your job. I'm not an accountant. I have to pay an accountant. There are certain portions of my businesses that I have to pay someone else to do because that's not my area of expertise. But because you guys don't know hair, somebody can come and sell you bullshit. Somebody is able to say, oh, this relaxer, this chemical that I'm putting, me giving you a Gina curl, me giving you a Jerry curl, me doing this is growing your hair out. No, it is not. It's not growing your hair out. What it is doing is relaxing that curl. So now that sebum that is from God, baby, coming directly from the hair shaft, now it can travel down the hair shaft like it is supposed to. The reason that those women from those other African tribes got hair to their ankles is because they kept their hair stretched. What does that mean? What does that have anything to do with? Does that mean, oh, they weren't proud to be black? No. That means that the women that were way back hundreds and hundreds of years ago understood that for the natural sebum to get from their scalp to their ends, their hair had to be stretched because it was going to take it too long to go like this. And then keep in mind, y'all, not only is y'all hair, like, not only do it take it this long to get down the hair shaft, y'all putting apple cider vinegar in y'all hair, y'all blocking the follicle, y'all using rice water, y'all using monostat on y'all hair. So y'all killing the sebaceous gland. It's not that black women's scalp can't produce oil, y'all fucking killing y'all body. Get into it. Stop playing with yourself. Y'all killing y'all body. Y'all don't get on YouTube and listen to a YouTuber about what you should put in your cootie mama, and you go book an appointment with your OBGYN when you pregnant. You don't get on YouTube and start searching around for how should I? Let me check it. I ain't gonna book no appointment with my doctor. I'm just going on YouTube and check in and see. It's like, come on, man. Relaxers are not worse than apple cider vinegar, sweetheart. You know how? Because a relaxer was made by a chemist, and the relaxer is meant to take apart the bonds that are in the hair, and then the neutralizing shampoo is put in place to make sure that whatever that new level is, now that new formation that is now within the hair shaft, now the disulfide bond, let's say instead of the disulfide bond having 50,000 different links of protein, now it has maybe 10,000. So the pH shampoo that you put in after you relax your hair is meant to level that out and tell the hair, hey, this is our new setting. Are you okay with that? And then the hair gonna be like, yeah, I'm straight. We good. That's what a relaxer is for. Cut it out. A relaxer is not worse than apple cider vinegar. You know how? Apple cider vinegar is a natural acid. And once it's put in the hair, there is no neutralizer. So please explain to me how a bond reconstructor that has a neutralizer is worse than a bond reconstructor and an acid that has no neutralizer. Stop. This is why, look, hey, this is literally the reason that I stopped doing hair. This is why I stopped doing hair. And I'm not being rude, but it's like, I've dedicated 14 years of my life to this, and what I just did with you is what I used to have to do behind the chair with my clients. You don't know what you're talking about. Not you specifically. If you don't have a cosmetology license, stop recycling information that you've learned online. That's not true. Apple cider vinegar is not least damaging than a relaxer is. It's not. Because once I use a relaxer and then I use a neutralizer, the relaxer stops working, sus. But once you put the apple cider vinegar in your hair, the acid never stops being acid, sus. It's constantly acid. It's constantly breaking down the bonds in the hair. How do I know? Because I'm the chick that they booked when they thought that their hair had grew out, and then they straightened it out and see that apple cider vinegar been eating their hair alive for the last 2 years. Cut it out. But by the same token, and this is how you know that that's bullshit and y'all don't know what y'all talking about. There are so many freaking YouTubers that got hair past their ass that's relaxed. So I'm trying to figure out, if relaxers are so much worse than all of the stuff that y'all do, how is it that there are so many black women with relaxed hair almost to their butt that's healthy and not see-through, no lines of demarcation or nothing, but relaxers are so horrible? But women with relaxed hair got healthier hair than the Team Natural people. I'm confused. Make me understand. I'm really asking a question. Please make me understand. Let's get to facts, because people be like, "Oh, drop your sources, sis." Understand what the scientific process is. I'm not just a cosmetologist. I'm also a scientist. Know that. And we learn the scientific process in school. First, you set a hypothesis. And the only thing that y'all have on social media is a hypothesis. What is a hypothesis? A hypothesis is an educated guess. So all of these YouTubers that are like, "Oh, use this and this will do this," that is a fucking hypothesis. That is an educated guess. But the rest of the scientific process, you have your hypothesis, your educated guess, okay? And then after you have your educated guess, you go from an educated guess, then you started doing tests. And you have multiple test subjects. And then after you have your hypothesis, you continuously test your hypothesis over and over and over and over again on multiple test subjects. But the people that y'all listening to, they are their only test subject. You're going off a hypothesis with one test subject. She made a hypothesis, okay? Natural hair, she saw the problem. This is what a hypothesis is. A hypothesis is an issue. You see something. You make a hypothesis by looking and saying, okay, her hair looks dry. It's dry. It's breaking. It's brittle. Okay, I'm accessing you. That's what your hairstylist is doing during a consultation. She's gathering her hypothesis. Let's get into it. Okay, so when you book a consultation with your hairstylist, excuse me, I'm gonna get to your questions in a second. When you book a consultation with your hairstylist, she's sitting down asking you questions so she can gather her hypothesis. Just like a YouTuber is. She's getting online and she's saying, okay, I see hair is dry, hair is breaking. I think that the problem is no protein. So I'm going to use this. That is a hypothesis. So they make a video and say, okay, I'm using this product. This is going to work. It is not until she's tried the product on her and multiple... Ooh! Tanya, I love you. Thank you, babe. It's not until she's tried her idea, whatever product that you went and bought. It's not until she uses that on her hair, on let's say she got high porosity hair, right? Until she uses whatever she's telling you to use on high porosity hair, low porosity hair, and medium porosity hair, it is nothing but a hypothesis, and it is backed by no facts. She has no test subjects, none, but herself. And then you go out and buy the product that she told you to buy off of a hypothesis, and then y'all all wondering why y'all don't have hair. But then the people who actually finish the scientific process, because the end of the scientific process is having multiple test subjects with multiple different levels of porosity, trying different things. That's what your cosmetologist or your hairstylist is. Your hairstylist or your cosmetologist doing at least 3 to 4 people a day, 5 days a week. That's multiple test subjects. So whatever she's telling you to do, that's her hypothesis. And she's had multiple test subjects. But you're arguing with her. But you don't argue with the YouTuber that has had a hypothesis and one test subject. What the fuck? So whatever happens to your hair after that is on you. You're the one going off of that. But then when somebody who has finished the full scientific process, aka your hairstylist or your cosmetologist, you arguing with her based on information from somebody that has only finished step 1 of the full scientific process. When your cosmetologist has finished the full scientific process and she's been doing it for fucking years. It's crazy. That's why y'all don't have hair. Like, it's not complicated. Having long hair is easy. Wash your fucking hair. Get a trim every 8 to 10 weeks. And do styles that don't cause you to break the bond. It's not that deep. Yes, everyone, people are confused. There are different levels. Oh, God. See, look, real quick. For people who are like, I want to get a silk press, but I went to this one girl and I got my hair done and like 2 days later it reverted back. That's not her fault. And if you've ever wrote, I'm going to get to that in 2 seconds. If you ever wrote a negative review because you went to a cosmetologist and your hair reverted back a couple of days later, you need to go back on YouTube, on Yelp, wherever you went, and be a woman and delete that shit because it was not her fault. You have sweat glands in your scalp. Listen to how we sound real quick. You don't respect your hairstylist to no fact, but you expect her to defy science. So you don't respect your hairstylist as a scientist or professional, but you want her to defy laws of gravity. This is what I mean. I have high porosity hair and my sweat glands in my scalp are very active. Since you've been sitting here, you can see my hair reverting back. Why? Because I am sweating. Just because you paid a bunch of money does not mean that your cosmetologist can now tell your sweat glands to stop moving and to tell your scalp to stop sweating. I don't give a shit how much money you didn't pay. If your scalp gets wet, sis, your hair is going to revert back. I don't care what product you put on it. It's science. That's like being mad at somebody if you jump off of a building and hit the floor. It's gravity. Those are the laws of gravity. How do we not respect science? How do we not respect cosmetologists as professionals but expect them to defy laws of gravity? I'm a professional cosmetologist. My hair, I don't wear silk presses like that. Why? Because I have overactive sweat glands. And if I'm doing anything, like if I'm cleaning up anything, my scalp is going to be soaking wet. My body deals with hidradenitis suppurativa, overactive sweat glands. It's the same thing in my scalp. So if you are a person who sweats in their scalp, sis, silk press is not for you. And you need to go delete those comments that you left talking about, oh, a hairstylist is whack because you paid a bunch of money and your hair reverted back. She can't do shit about the water that come out of your head. That's like you filing the dispute or writing a negative Yelp review because you went swimming and your hair got wet after a silk press. The water that's going to get on your hair from the pool is the same type of H2O that's going to get on your scalp if your hair sweats. So, real quick. I only silk press when the weather allows it. Yes. Like this will be, I came in to show y'all this one. And then I'm probably going to do one more so I can do some clip-ins. If I can't, I'm going to try to wrap this tonight and then put the clip-ins tomorrow so I can record the video for y'all before I wash it. But in the summertime, I'm not doing this. Like this will be my last silk press and then I'm putting my braids back in. Because me and my husband, we're not moving for another couple of months and we're in Vegas and it gets like 100 degrees here. So that's dumb. Like, how long do you wait to get your hair braided after a relaxer? Months? Why are you getting your hair braided before a relaxer? Like if you plan on getting a relaxer, if you plan on getting braids, do it about a month before you get a relaxer. You're going to break the bonds in your hair and then put tension on the hair. That's not smart at all. Please don't do that. Listen, People need, yes, people need to educate themselves on heat. There is a reason. Let me tell you something. My silk press is not $45. They 100 for a reason. Because I know what I'm doing. And there's a certain method to it. Like nobody's like, oh my God. I don't know why no matter how many videos I watch, I cannot give myself a breast reduction. My titties just big. I just can't figure, like, I've been trying to cut my titties off. Like, nobody does that. But nobody respects hairstylists. So you think that you can do what a hairstylist can do, even the, like, if you haven't been to school and trained in a certain profession, you're not gonna be like, why can't I do this? I love y'all. Don't get mad at me, but don't say, oh, Sin, what can I do to make my hair straighter? Girl, I've been doing this shit for 14 years. It's insulting. I know you don't mean it like that, but it's insulting for you to think that for when somebody asks you, like, tell me real quick what you do. Sis, I've been doing this for 14 years. When I first started doing silk presses, I was just as whack as you. And through the years of trial and error and me educating myself and spending money on classes and hundreds and thousands, well, not hundreds and thousands, but thousands of dollars on classes specifically for this area, and staying up late at night, having clients from 6 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, that type of practice. That's why I can do it and you can't. It's not the same thing. I wasn't sitting in there when I was getting my uterus cut open. I was like, this shit is crazy. Can you explain to me real quick how you cut a uterus open? Real quick, explain it to me. Nobody does that, but everybody does that to their hairstylist. Everyone. You sit down and you be like, okay, can you explain to me how you hold a blow dryer, sis? No. One pass is what I do, and I have been heat trained for 5 years, and my hair is tailbone length. Yep. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Sis, your hair can grow. Like, even the length that my hair is now, I'm not turning around because my length check coming tomorrow. I'm super cute. Y'all gonna see what I mean by, like, why I'm irritated about my hair. Because it was super cute a couple days ago. I only silk press in cold weather. Same here. I used to try to tell my clients that, and they would be like, it's this one girl, like, Sin, are you sure? Because this one girl, like, she says she can keep your hair bone straight no matter what, and then they come back and got heat damage. Like, sis. Yeah, I can make sure that it's bone straight, but it's not healthy. Because then they would be in Vegas and sometimes it's like 100 and something degrees outside. So instead of them coming every 2 weeks, they want to come every week because their scalp keeps sweating out. And then after a while, they're like, oh my God, I got heat damage. Like, girl, not for me, but girl. But once again, it's because you don't respect your professionals. If y'all respected y'all professionals, y'all wouldn't be in these situations. And I know for a fact that y'all don't. I don't want to hear the shit. Because I made a video telling y'all that a white lady trying to give y'all a jerry curl. And I had all types of emails calling me bitches and hoes by other black women mad at me. Oh, you hating on the old white lady. Like, so miss me. Let's stop acting like don't nobody want to teach us nothing. Because that's not true. It's not. Yes. And just because Susie uses 450 doesn't mean you use 450. I love you. You, girl, you about to be on payroll. Let me tell you something. Everybody can't use 450. That's another question I don't like it when y'all ask, Sia, what degrees did you have a flat iron on? I'm not telling you. It doesn't matter for you. The temperature that I use on my flat irons is not the same temperature that you use. I can use 400. Why? Because I have high porosity hair. Sometimes I can get away with using like 450 with no problem. Why? Because my cuticle is wide open. I have high porosity hair. So my cuticle is wide open. When I put heat on my hair, it be like, oh, that shit is cute. And it goes right back out. So even if I put 450, even when because I use 450 sometimes with no heat damage because I have high porosity hair and I don't sit it on there. I may go real quick and I can do a couple of passes. Why? I have extremely high porosity hair, and most of the time when I put a little bit of heat on my hair, it doesn't do anything. The heat goes right back out because my cuticle is bloop like that. But if you got low porosity hair and you use 450, you're going to give yourself heat damage like that. Why? Because your cuticle is shut and none of the heat can escape. And because none of the heat can escape, it's going to stay in there and give you heat damage. So that's what I mean by stop listening to all of these YouTubers. If your YouTuber not starting her shit off with, I use this and I have low porosity hair or high porosity hair, you shouldn't be listening to it. Or ask, okay, what porosity do you have? And it's not her fault. I am not blaming, let's be very clear. I'm not mad at or blaming one YouTuber for nothing. It's your fault that y'all are the ones that made the decision to listen to people who haven't been to school over the people who have been. Y'all did that. They didn't tell y'all to do that. So I'm not mad at them. Yes, she said, my hair gets bone straight on 325 and 350. I have fine hair. Yes. Most likely she has fine, low porosity hair. So it don't take that much heat to get the job done. Because it's going right in, doing the job, boom, boom, shaka blam. Like, so sis, girl, oh Lord. Yeah, they be saying, I love you, Latoya. I know you would. Wait, Latanya, I'm sorry. I don't get my glasses on. Miss Home. I love you. I know you a stylist or you know something about something. When they be like, girl, my hair hold heat. No, you got low porosity hair, sis. That's what I mean. When y'all hear people like, my hair holds heat. My hair breaks easy. My hair can't handle this. These are people who do not know the science of hair. That's like if you say like, oh, I have this. A doctor who studied the human body is gonna be like, oh, that sounds like this disorder. That's this disorder because they've studied it, sis. I've studied the human body. So when a woman says my hair holds heat off rip, oh, you got low porosity hair off rip. But you don't want to listen to the stylist. You want to listen to the person who don't even know what the fuck porosity is. Most of these YouTubers don't even know. They just learned what porosity was. Period. It's a whole bunch of YouTubers that ain't saying shit about porosity, bonds, nothing. And within the last year, they like, I have low porosity, low density. Like, man, watch out. Especially if your blow dryer does most of the work like it should. That's what I'm saying. But y'all give yourself heat damage. These flat irons are not giving y'all heat damage. Leave the fucking flat irons alone. Y'all giving yourself heat damage because y'all don't understand. The flat iron don't do nothing. Pay attention. Listen, look, go watch a video of Janae Mickles, the Master Stylist, Deeper Than Hair TV. I'm naming my favorites. Go watch their stuff. They not like this. With the flat iron, it's like, why? Because it's a polish. They work done with the blowout, sis. Whether they using a round brush, whether they using a paddle brush, the job is done with the blow dryer, not the flat iron. But YouTubers like, the blow dryer damages your hair, so stretch your hair out with braids. Stretch your hair out with braids. And then flat iron your hair. That's why y'all ass got heat damage. Why? Once again, the average person has anywhere from 100,000 to 400,000 strands of hair on their head. When I take a blow dryer and blow dry my hair, I am getting as many of my hairs on the same level and swollen to the same diameter as humanly possible, right? They all have uniformity, when I use a blow dryer. When you go like this, like, there's no uniformity, none. And then you get in there and you want to use the same temperature. You want to use the same temperature on all of this hair that's swollen to different diameters. That's some stupid shit, bro. Like, from a scientific level, come on, bro. Over 400,000 strands of hair in your head. What makes a dope ass stylist? Pay attention. All of y'all favorite silk press artists, they clients blowouts be perfection. They clients hair, that blowout be A1. How the hair look after a YouTuber show, you like, ooh, stretch it out and do it like this. Ooh, stretch it out. Ooh, stretch it out. After they do that, go look at how their hair look when they get ready to straighten their hair versus how, first person popped up in my hair, I'm not gonna use myself, how Janae Mickles' clients look after she blow dry her client's hair. Go look at the difference. Go look at the difference. Go look at how your hair look after you put 5-6 braids in your hair and then go to bed versus how Janae Mickles' client's hair look after she blow dry their hair for 15 minutes. Y'all make shit so difficult. Like, instead of blow drying the hair for 15 minutes, you put 17,000 products in your head, braid your hair up, go to sleep with wet ass hair, have your hair drying for 37 fucking hours, and then get in there and wonder why your hair falling out, why you got heat damage, why you can't retain length. Like, oh my God. It's like, it don't make sense. Like, that's why when people say, he's like, what? Like, that is so dumb, bro. Like, look at y'all, and it makes no sense. Like, y'all got y'all favorite YouTubers, and y'all see their clients with hair to their ass. But then y'all listen to people who not professional on how to do your hair. But you argue with the people that you watch for hours on end. Oh my God. What stories do y'all want to hear? What kind of stories we about to close out after? Okay. And I mean, you know, you can make a girl holler for $1 or something. Like, everybody has at least 99 pennies. You like, shout a player out. I'm sweating and everything, providing this knowledge. Like, give a check a donation so I know it's real. Saying stop combing. Look, and that's another thing. Saying stop combing your hair, sis. Look, it's my hair. That's another thing. Your hair is not a fragile puppy. I can comb it as much as I want to. That's just like in my videos when people be like, oh, Sin, why you keep running your hands through your hair like that, sis? And I'm not talking to you, but you brought it up. So, hey, pay attention. Go look at the old school videos, right? And go look at some of those older movies. Thank you. Go look at some of those older movies. What are you going to notice? When those old ladies with hair to their ass, what do they do every day before they go to bed? They comb and brush through their hair. It's called scientific brushing, is what it is. Your hair needs to be brushed on a regular basis. That's another thing. That's another... Play the process of elimination. What do black women say? Oh, don't do that. That's too much. Don't do that. Oh, that's too much. Don't do that. The things that Black women argue with each other about or say something to each other about are the things that stimulate hair growth. Sis, I comb through my hair and run my fingers through my hair like this at least twice a day. It's called scientific brushing, and what it does is stimulates my hair's cuticle, cortex, medulla, and my hair's follicle. Okay? So just know when I'm combing through my hair and running my fingers through my hair, it's not because I have a problem. And as a Black woman or as a woman in general, you're not a puppy. Your hair is not a little broken puppy that you can't touch. And one of the main reasons that a lot of Black women don't experience hair growth is because you don't give your hair no fucking attention. I'm sorry. It's like Black women y'all be in the comments like, why you keep combing through her hair? Oh my God, why you keep combing that? Why you giving it so much attention? Did y'all know that gardeners talk to their plants? You talk to your plants to help your plants grow but won't comb your hair? You think it's a problem to comb or touch your hair? Or people talk to their plants so their plants can grow, but you're confused about why your hair is not growing and you haven't washed it in 6 months, or you haven't combed through your hair in 2 weeks? My hair grows and is able to retain length because I keep touching it. Because I acknowledge the fact that my hair is a living, breathing organism. That is why my hair grows and is able to keep up with its natural growth cycle. Please don't let this length confuse you. I cut an inch every month because of HS. But combing through the hair, running your fingers through the hair is not a bad thing. It's not. That's what you're supposed to do. Thank you, Latanya Home. Stimulation is called scientific brushing. Research it, Google it. These are not words that I've made up. These are things that you learn in cosmetology school and other different areas of the medical field anytime you're researching the human body. So when y'all look at it, I see it so many times, like on so many different silk press videos, people be like, why do you keep, oh my God, I can't stand how hairstylists run their fingers through the hair. Have y'all ever stopped to think about the fact that maybe there's a reason why all of these cosmetologists are combing through their clients' hair after they finish, even though none of these cosmetologists know each other? Yeah, scientific brushing is a real thing. Your cuticle needs to be stimulated. YouTube taught you that your cuticle and your hair is dead. Your hair is not dead. Your hair has 3 levels: the cortex, the cuticle, the cortex, and the medulla. And your hair shaft needs to be stimulated, sis. That is why most women with hair to their ass don't go to sleep at night before they brush through their whole damn head for at least 35 minutes. Know that. Just because y'all don't do it's something that isn't heard of for y'all, because y'all think that we're supposed to leave our hair alone and not touch it. When you leave your hair alone and you leave it dirty, that's what makes it grow. No. Your body is living and breathing. And if you need to talk to your plants and give your plants attention to grow, you for damn sure need to give attention to your hair and your scalp. So if anybody gets irritated by the fact that I'm combing my hair, I need y'all to get a freaking grip, because this is the way that it grows. If you sit there and you leave your hair alone and you not touching it and you not combing through it and you making sure and you like letting 2-3 weeks go by and you ain't touched your hair, that's why your hair not growing. Your hair not fucking with you because you don't fuck with it. Okay, so thank you. I love you guys. Thank you. My hair about to revert. Sometimes it does, but like this happens every day because I have sweat glands in my scalp every day. So normally when I wrap my hair flat, that nail, I'm gonna put it back on. Normally when I wrap my hair flat, it'll flatten out in the morning, but it's not a big deal. Like, I'm Black and my hair curl up. So my skin is caramelized. So if you think like that's on you, I don't gotta have my edges slick. Oh, that's such a good question. She said, are straight pieces a sign of damage? No. Straight pieces of your hair mean it could mean one or two things. Just like as your body gets older, a lot of people, some people may, well, depending on what age you are, give me a two if you can, if you agree or if you've experienced this. As you get older, you notice that certain things about your body changes. Your skin may get darker in some places. You may get moles that you didn't have before. You may notice your skin getting lighter in some places, getting darker in some places. The curl pattern is dependent on the curl pattern is dependent on the size of the follicle as well as the amount of protein attached to the bond. So even if you do everything right, sometimes the protein can naturally leave, just like the body stops making certain amino acids once you hit 30. That can happen and your curl pattern can change. Like around my hair, like forever, like since I was a little girl, I get like it'll be like curl, like straight over in this area. Like these curls, like literally in this little clump right here, are a lot looser than the rest of my hair. And the longer my hair gets, even if I don't put any heat on it whatsoever, the longer my hair gets, this one area of my hair, like the curls are way looser. But because YouTubers taught you that anytime you see a difference in texture is damaged and you should cut it off, then you guys think that your hair is damaged. A difference in curl pattern does not equal damage. Damage means your hair is broken, there are holes in the cuticle or splits in the hair shaft. If there are no splits or holes within the hair shaft, your hair is not broke. It's nothing wrong with your freaking hair, bro. Like, but people have y'all, anytime y'all see, and this is the thing, there are so many of y'all on here, I'm willing to bet money. There are at least 10 of y'all on here right now that have shaved their entire head and didn't even have heat damage. Y'all think that the only way that you can have a difference in texture is if you damaged your hair, when in reality, first of all, you can get heat damage from being outside in the sun, and you haven't, like, let's say your hair is always curly, right? It's always curly everywhere, and then out of nowhere, you just get one piece of hair over here that's straight. There are women who shave their whole fucking head because they got one part right here that's straight, where in reality that could possibly have nothing to do with heat damage. You done shaved your whole fucking head, and when you grow all of it back, you gonna have that same piece of damage because internally the follicles over here have shrunken. There's nothing wrong with your hair. The follicles over here have just simply shrunken. And you cut your whole all your hair off because your follicles over here have shrunken and they will never get back bigger. And you think you got heat damage, or you think it's something wrong with your hair because it's not. Like, that's crazy. Your curls are literally one area out of 6 different factors that go into your hair. Like, texture is one thing. And texture is the same category that 4C, 4A, 4B fall into, right? But in a video that's on the Guru 101 right now, you have texture, sebum levels, and I can't give it all to you because I already did it over there. There are so many different aspects that go into, but the only thing that y'all focus on is your curl pattern, which is the equivalent to you being focused on whether or not you light skin or dark skin. Your curl pattern don't mean shit. 4A, 4B, 4C means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You saying I'm 4C or 4B is literally the equivalent of you going to your dermatologist about your skincare and being like, I'm light skinned. What kind of products do I use for my face? I'm light skinned. It's the same thing. It's a vanity metrics. So you 4A, 4B, 4C is to your hair shaft as light skin, dark skin, caramel, red bone is to your complexion as a black woman. It's another form of fucking colorism, and I don't care what anybody has to say, because the people who are preaching it to you haven't studied the science of hair and don't know nothing about it. Hey, And know that I don't give a shit what y'all talking about. Like, go on OLAPLEX, go on all of the most respected product lines that are all about the science of hair, and you will not fucking hear anything about 4C, 4B. If you have a question, please just ask it. Don't say you have a question. Just ask it, please. Like, bro, like, you won't see it. OLAPLEX don't have they got a new product. OLAPLEX has a new product that I'm going to be promoting soon as the OLAPLEX ambassador. Oh my God, I still can't believe I can say that. Oh my God. But like, they have a new product that's coming. You won't see 4A, 4B, 4C, 4D no fucking where. Why? Because the curl typing chart is not respected in any medical field anywhere. Nothing. Nowhere. It's the actual opposite. 4A, 4B, 4C, 3A, all of that shit is the laughing stock of the hair industry. Hey, know that shit. I'm grown. Yes, I cuss. I'm grown. Know that. And I'm telling you what I know. And I'm going to answer questions in a second. I've always worked in predominantly white salons, studios, solar salons, studio salons, Phoenix salons. A lot of black girls don't want to pay $360 a week for booth rent. Okay? So it wasn't, the majority of people that were there were Caucasian. Okay? We are the fucking laughing stock of the hair industry. Know that. Know that. Know that. So for every black woman that got a problem with me saying, oh, 4A, 4B, 4C ain't real, know that in Caucasian salons, any woman, any professional cosmetologist, any person who is licensed, anybody who speaks on 4C, 4A, you are the laughing stock of a professional salon. Caucasian hairstylists think it's the funniest shit they've ever heard in their life. Know that. There's no such thing. No such thing. Black women spend billions on hair care products every year. Sisters, please love your hair texture. They are laughing all the way to the bank with our dollars. But you can't be mad at, listen, let me be very clear. Let me be very clear. I am in no way, shape, or form making women, black women, victims. In no way, shape, or form. Black women, we can fucking read. We can comprehend. We know the difference between right and wrong. I'm going to read comments in a second, I promise. Let me get this out. We know the difference between right and wrong, and we have other black women putting us up on game, but we attack each other. That's the bottom line. Like, I'm sorry. No, y'all, you know, you got common sense. If you walk into a store and you give somebody a $20 bill and they owe you $10 back and they give you $5, you can fucking count. So you can say, no, you owe me $10. Because you know what it is. But when a black woman come and put you up on game and say, oh, no, sis, we know what it is. Instead of y'all being like, all right, let me do my research, you attack anybody that comes against anything that you already know. So we're not about to sit here and act like black women are fucking victims. You're not a victim. As a black woman, I am not a victim. As a black woman, you are not a victim. I came out and told y'all that this white lady was playing the fuck out of y'all with jerry curls, and everybody attacked me while this lady sending me DMs excited and bragging about the fact that y'all still booking with her and talking shit about me as she doing your hair. And as she doing your hair, as this woman, and this is the thing, we're not gonna play this game like black women are victims. Get the fuck out of here with that. Because black women like me are standing behind a chair. I'm arguing with my client over a $45 silk press while black women arguing with me and calling me bitches and hoes because I'm hating on a white lady that's getting a minimum of $700 a piece from black women for a jerry curl that they can still pay $45 for. Okay? And in the comments, you got a shitload of black women that's like, Black women, y'all just ghetto. We going to her because she didn't maximize. Y'all just got to step y'all game up. That's how y'all feel. So y'all not about to now double back and be like, oh, we're victims. Black women are not victims. Y'all have stuff on the inside that y'all don't address, and then y'all take it out on each other when people try to help y'all. We're not going to play the victim role. Other races are not victimizing black women. Black women attack the ones that are trying to fucking help them. Period. And I don't want to hear nothing different because I'm one of the ones that you attack. So, Miss Moore, you said just looked up scientific brushing. Wow. And what did you find out about scientific brushing? I'm really, can you share, please? Because, and the reason that I'm saying that is because I want you guys to know that I'm not just talking out of my ass. Y'all go to a doctor and the doctor just be like, oh, take this, do this. And you be like, okay. And then they be like, attention Zoloft users. If you use Zoloft between the years 2001 and 2010, you may be available to get, you may qualify for cash prizes. May cause burps, farts, giggles, and anal leakage, but you'll be like, what the fuck? But y'all listen to whatever they gotta say. But then if a black girl say, oh no, sis, don't do that, it's like, nah, bitch, that she a hater. She just mad. She just mad. She just hating on her. She just hating. No. Girl, listen. Every day, multiple times a day, but never heard of this. Amazing. Never heard of what, baby? I come from the line of Cosmos, old and young, male and female. That's right. Yeah, so you know. And it's like, as a Cosmo, like, peep this. It's so hard because not only do we do hair, but we have personal relationships with our clients. So I will say it was maybe like 60-40. 60% were good and it was 40% that was, but I have to be honest, sometimes the 40% just seems like the 60. It would be so much. But like, for whatever reason, women didn't want to respect a cosmetologist. Anything that you say, if you say, oh no, don't do that. For example, I used to tell my clients all the time, don't keep your weave in longer than 2 months. You don't want to listen to your cosmetologist. You thinking because of your own internal shit that you got going on, instead of you listening to her, you like, she only saying that because she want my money. And then now y'all all on fucking Instagram and YouTube trying to figure out how to grow y'all hair back. Where if you didn't leave that damn weave in your hair for 6 months, you wouldn't have to figure out how to grow your hair back. You trying to figure out why no matter what you do, your hair keep breaking. But what you don't know is that you got moisture overload. Because you listening to YouTubers and YouTubers keep telling you to wet your hair every fucking day. And all wetting your hair every day is going to do is give you moisture overload. And it's going to make your hair break 10 times worse than heat damage would have done. Than chemical damage would have done. Sus. Your protective styles are more damaging than flat irons are. Cause y'all braid wet hair up. Y'all braiding hair that hasn't even been stretched properly up. Does all low porosity conditioners contain humectants? I don't know, baby. You gotta look at the ingredients. I'm not being rude, but listen. If you a chef, and you be like, oh, excuse me, is all oat milk sweet? Girl, they got 100 different versions of oat milk. I haven't tasted every version of oat milk. Girl, I don't know. Shit. As a cosmetologist, you don't just be sitting there like, okay, I got my cosmetology license now. I need everybody in the whole world who ever made a conditioner, send it to me. And I'm going to try all of them out on my hair. I don't do that. YouTubers do that shit with y'all. I'm not playing with my hair for y'all. I'm not being no test dummy for y'all. I don't know. If y'all want to know if it has a humectant, sis, read the ingredients. I do not know more about a product than the chemist. Whatever product you use, if you want to know if a product got humectants in it, turn the bottle over and read the ingredients and see if it got humectants in there. Girl, I don't know. I don't know, sis. I don't know. I don't know, girl. I'm trying to find a new shampoo for my relax here. Go over to my website, and on my website, I just made a new blog post for all of my favorite shampoos and conditioners. Oh my god, I'm about to. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not about to try to. No. Silk press these nuts. I'm hot. I'm sorry, I read all I saw is rice water could go straight to hell. Why? What happened? I'm glad you found me too. Look, and I'm not like, just make it make sense, sis. Like, rice water is a protein treatment. The only people who should be using, I have high porosity hair. And so technically it wouldn't hurt me, but I'm not putting fucking wick rice in my hair. I'm not walking around smelling like booty meat crack. Okay? I got a whole husband and we two cancers, so stuff be going down. Listen, it ain't even his fault. We being real. He not on here. He can't hear me. It is what it is. Listen, my husband knows as we get older, he has to put out on a regular basis. I passed 30. I don't know what happened. Once I hit 30, however dudes are when they in high school, like they just be wanting to hit everything. Oh my fucking God. If you over 30 on here, why didn't you tell me? That's what happened. I just feel like my 30th birthday hit. My husband can walk past me and just bump me and I'll be like, what you saying? Huh? What you want? You said you like, what? Like when my hair was done, I was like, you like, what? You said you want me to come over where? Oh, no, that's not what you said. Oh, but that's what it's like. This TMI, I woke up the other night, like, oh, you still up? Oh, that must mean you want to, like, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm is with my life, okay? So, I don't be having time for the bullshit. 30, you 37. Why didn't y'all tell me? Oh my God, this so off subject. We'll talk about hair later. We supposed to be off the subject anyway. Listen, that's why this about to get braided back up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hot outside. And I've been married for 10 years. And I plan on making it another 10. And doubling it up. Okay? And I don't know if y'all know this. If y'all, because I'm pretty sure with 202 people on here, everybody on here not married to a black man. But if you on here and you married to a black man, goddamn it, especially if you've been married to one for a long time, holy shit, like, Lord, like other people, like, I don't know, I've never been with anything but a black man, praise the Lord. But I don't know, it's like black men, it's like the older they get, the ooh girl, and like, ooh girl, listen, girl, what kind of story y'all want to hear? I'm getting hot. Not like you, okay. It get worse as you get older. At least for me. Oh, it's getting worse? I thought it was, okay, wait. Okay, so what do you mean? I'm so serious. Sidebar, I'm speaking to everybody like 30 plus. What do you mean it gets worse? I thought it was like for a minute. Like your hormones, like because I hit 30 and then I'm going to go away and I'm going to be back to my normal wholesome self. Like, I don't want to. What do you mean? How often do I wash my hair? Every week. I'm 34, married. My mom is in her 50s. And she said it gets worse. My mom is almost 60 and I don't know why I'm even asking. Because my mama nasty. But I just thought it was because she was a Scorpio. I didn't know it was. Okay, we can change the subject. Okay. Can you talk about how to know whether or not you have thick or thin strands? Girl, look at it. Look in the mirror. Do it look thick or thin? It's not, baby. I want y'all to stop complicating stuff. There's no there's a hidden code. There's no hidden code. If you look in the mirror and you can see through your hair and you can see scalp, your hair is thinner. If you can't see no scalp, it's thick. Like, it's not. I want y'all to stop making it complicated. It's not. I promise it's not. You read that my sexual peak is in my 60s. That makes sense because my mama almost 60. Look, let me tell you something. I don't know what the fuck this is then. If my peak is in my 60s, I still got 29 more years to go. How can I correct moisture overload? Oh, baby, that's a whole nother video. Remember, moisture overload means that you've constantly okay, moisture overload isn't exactly what it sounds like. Like, moisture overload sounds like, oh, there's so much moisture in your hair and then you can do something to remove it. No, moisture overload means that you've opened and closed the cuticle and the follicle so many times that now the follicle is weak. That's what moisture overload means. It doesn't mean that you have too much moisture. It means that you've weakened it. So there is a whole lot of stuff. I'm just getting started. I know. But we'll get to that in a second way. But with moisture overload, what you really need to do is start repairing the hair shaft. So it just depends on your, oh my God, my whole head is wet. That's why my whole scalp is wet. The main reason that with moisture overload, first off, you need to know what your porosity is. If and only if you have high porosity hair and you have moisture overload, you can give yourself like a protein treatment. But there are a lot of different things that go into that. It's the same thing as you going into the doctor's office and you being like, oh, I got this. Like, my nipple got a whole bunch of bumps on it. What I do to make my nipple not have bumps? I never have bumps on my nipples. It's just the first thing that popped up, and I don't know why. I'm sorry. Like, the doctor gonna be like, I don't know shit. What you do to get bumps on your nipples? And you gotta go to the cause. So before we can get to a solution, we need to find out the cause. Why? What type of moisture overload do you have? So you need to figure all of that stuff out. With all of your questions, please do not ask me for a solution if you do not know the cause. Before I can give you a solution, I need to know why you are in that position in the first place. So, if you need a little help and you want a one-on-one coaching call with me, then you can go to my website and book one there. Yeah. Oh my God. Like, all jokes aside, seriously, that's what my one-on-one coaching calls are for, because there's no way that I can find the solution for you just from a couple questions. You're 46. I used to wet it every day. Yeah, that's like not a good thing. I know. And then everybody's like, okay, people are like, water has moisture. Listen, yes, moisture is hydrating, but you know what else water do? Water will fuck your house up. Water, a whole hurricane. Water fuck up your whole ceiling. You get enough water dripping in through your roof, it'll deteriorate your whole ceiling. Yeah. Water is moisturizing. Yeah, that's one of its many properties. But once again, y'all listen to YouTubers who have not studied science or the science of the human body. Water is not just for moisture. Why is water used so much? Water is used in hair to open the cuticle. As a hairstylist, we use the water to open the cuticle so I can give you whatever services that I need to perform. I use water to open your cuticle. I'm not using water to moisturize your hair, bro. Come on. Yes, water has moisturizing properties. But we don't use water. We don't use water, bro. Is that enough for you? Do your hairstylist only wash your hair and then be like, all right, girl, that's enough. The water is the conditioner. No, sis. After you wash your hair, you need more than water. Water aids in hydration. There is a difference between hydration and moisturization. There is a difference. That's why there are two different words with two different definitions, sis. Listen, it's not the problem is somebody said you wasn't told that because you don't know. Listen, we're not doing that. I'm sorry, you guys. Somebody just said sin's not for the weak. No, I'm not. We're on my channel. We don't play the victim. I'm sorry. No, they were never told. That's bullshit. And I'm not saying it's bullshit to you specifically. But to say black women were never told is bullshit. You know how I know it's bullshit? Because I was the one telling them. And when I said, no, don't use that, I get attacked and called out of my name. So we're not going to say that nobody's telling black women. We're not doing that. Black women are not victims. Black cosmetologists have been telling y'all this stuff for years, but you don't listen to the professionals. You listen to the YouTubers, period. I'm sorry. No, nobody, we're not going to say that black women didn't know this. I'm not pulling anything out of my ass. Y'all did not listen to hairstylists because y'all respected YouTubers more than hairstylists, because you looked at a hairstylist as somebody that's only telling you stuff because they trying to make money off of you, not understanding that YouTubers making money off you just like a hairstylist is. But your cosmetologist went to school and she's licensed by the fucking state. And if she do something wrong and you report her, she can get her license revoked. Whereas the YouTuber that you listen to, or your hair fall out, she protected by law. Sister Sookie. So what type of story do y'all want? Do you want a funny story or like a spooky story? Or a lady of the night story? So a funny story, well, no, funny story or spooky story. Because most of my funny stories are lady of the night stories because I did here in Vegas. And y'all probably never had a Cosmo say that because Cosmos gave up trying to tell people what to do about 10 years ago. So y'all been to somebody within the last 10 years, they've been gave up on trying to compete with cosmetologists. Funny. Okay. How can you get a one-on-one? Go to my website and then you can just book me straight there, boo. Funny story, funny story. Yes, I'm only saying this because I'm an OLAPLEX ambassador. OLAPLEX is good for every level of porosity. It's a bond multiplier. Funny. Okay. Hold on, I gotta think of one that I haven't told y'all before. Give me one. Give me a second. Oh, I got one. Okay, I got one. So anyone can use OLAPLEX if they use it correctly. Absolutely. Thank you. So, this is like a story that's like 3 clients mixed up to one. So I'll do one funny one, one spooky one. Okay. So, I'm trying not to say their names. Okay. So the first one, everybody that I'm talking about is transgender, male to female. Okay. Lord. So first one comes in. Hey, bitch. Hey. And I was like, hey, I don't do that. Now, sidebar, I'm not one of those girls. Like, I know, and I'm not knocking y'all. I know a lot of women be like, hey, bitch. Hey, how? What up, bitch? I don't play that. I don't do that. If you my friend, you don't address me with fighting words. I call people that I don't like bitches and hoes, not my friends. So I'm not the bitch girl. My name is Sin. Okay. So hey, bitch. I was like, okay, let's not. You cute, but let's not do that. My name is Sin. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Oh, you spicy. Oh, you don't like that shit. Oh, the bit. Oh, my bad. She don't like that. Oh, you one of those. Okay. Okay. So she sits down after she took her wig off and her titties off. I'ma hang these right here, okay? It was like a, I don't know how to explain it. Like it, not a bra, yeah, like a halter, but the pants, it was full titties. But like, just imagine a strapless bra, but with titties made into it. So she hung it up on the wall, okay? And then, I'm trying to say her name. She sits back in the chair and was like, "Do you have a donut?" And I was like, my fat ass. I thought she really meant like a donut. I'm like, do you have like a shit? Do you got a donut? And I was like, girl, no, I don't got no snacks. No, bitch. I mean, I'm sorry. And I'm like, why do y'all like, anyway. No, bitch, I mean, like to sit on. Cause, like, I'm a working girl, baby. I'm a working girl. And they be busting it back down. They be busting it down. You know what I'm saying? They be busting the shit down. So I'm like a little bust open, you feel me? You got a donut and shit. It's Vegas. You gotta put on for the girls. Yes, baby, you gotta put on for the girls. And I was so lost. Just in case you're lost, like I was at that moment, when she said she was a working girl, she meant that she was a prostitute. And that she transgender, so it's only one hole back there. And it hurt. And she wanted a donut. No, boo, I don't got no donut. I'm sorry. As I'm saying no, her friend comes in. What are you lost about? I can't. She needed a donut for her butt because she was a prostitute. She sold sex. She had sex around her butt. And apparently when you do that shit, it hurt. So she needed a pillow. I'm sorry that I had to explain it. Somebody didn't get it. That's what was happening. So anywho, I was like, no, I don't have a donut. So as I said that, her friend walks in and goes, bitch, you sitting on bare ass? You sitting on bare booty? After that shit we did last night, bitch, listen, bitch. So look, bitch, right? It's me. But it's happening so fast. Mind you, her friend that walked in didn't want me to address him as her because he still identified as male and female. So he didn't want me to say girl or... So I was like, what your name is? And, I almost said it. And I'm like, that's what my hand is. So, bitch, you got it on the donut, bitch. So let me tell you what we was doing last night, bitch. So, look. We had about 4 of them come up in there, right? But look, so it was 4 of them that came up in there, but 3 of them was black dudes. We like, y'all gotta go. We don't do that. We know we black, but we know how we go. And I'm like, you on your own. But then, hold on, bitch. Wait a minute, bitch. Wait, bitch, wait. So, right as wait, bitch, wait. Another one comes down the hallway. This woman wanted me to address her as her, right? Which, girl, you got titties that's bigger than mine. We call you her. Whatever, like, what do you mean? So, when I say Them titties came in before her. I was like, well, hello. Well, hello to you too, bitch. I said, y'all hoes gonna stop calling me bitches, bro. I swear to God, that's what I said. Y'all hoes gonna stop calling me bitches today. So they all like, oh my God, this girl is crazy. The motherfucker see it. You from the D? I don't know why we even thought we could play with you. And I'm like, I don't know either. My name's Sin. Stop calling me a bitch or we're gonna fight. Like, I don't care that y'all niggas. And then like, oh, this bitch is funny as hell. Wait. So the very last one walked in and was like, I can hear y'all hoes all the way down the motherfucking hallway, bitch. Oh, you a little thick bitch, huh? And then they turned around, wait, don't call her a bitch. She don't play this shit. And she like, oh, so you one of them? Yes, I'm one of them. Okay, my bad. My bad, girl, my bad. So anyway, we gonna close the door, bitch. Okay, not you, Sin. Not you. You ain't no bitch. We know. Who? A bitch don't wanna be called a bitch. Who? So I'm looking like sort of fucking guy. Now, in any other setting, I would have been mad, but I need y'all to keep in mind, even though I'm saying her, these were some big ass niggas. You hear me? I'm 5 feet even, 5'1" is what I like to say, but they say 5'1" on, 5 feet on. Anyway, but the shortest one had to be about 5'9", 5'10". Okay, then that was the short one. And the biggest one had to be about 6'2" with big ass titties. So I'm like, all right. So they like, let me tell you, like, hey, listen. So it was about 7 or 8 of them, right? And they all came in, and at first, you know, and then I was like, oh, I thought it was 3 or 4. No, the ones I was looking in, I only saw them 4. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, so they came in, and we was like, oh no, a whole bunch of black dudes, nah. And this is the day that I learned that prostitutes don't really like sleeping with black dudes because use your own imagination. And they said they don't like to pay because they're, okay, anyway. So she was like, it was 2 old King Kong looking niggas that was in there. And I was like, oh no, baby. But then they bust out them bands though. They bust out them bands though. And I was like, oh. And I was like, okay, I don't need the details. I don't need the details. Look, bitch, I'm sorry, girl. Look, you don't need the details. All you know is a bitch need a donut. They was busting it down. I was like, okay. Mind you, there were dudes that worked there, so one came and was like, what the I'm sorry. And then left and went down the hall. So, you know, it was cool. I ain't had no donut, but one of the girls that worked there, we in Vegas, so she do, I ain't gonna say her name. All of her clients were prostitutes. All of her clients were prostitutes. Like, all of them. And I ain't not, look, she made more money than me because it's a difference. You got escorts and you got prostitutes. Prostitutes be doing stuff for like $25. Okay? They be licking balls for like $15. $25. Swear to God. But escorts, girl, bye. They don't even be doing nothing and be getting like $2,500 walking in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, most of her clients was them. They was the ones. I ain't playing. That's the truth. So most of her clients was the ones that would walk in and be like, hey, big boy, you're looking hot. But that's why they told me they didn't mess with black guys because black guys wouldn't go for that shit. Like, they could walk in and be like, hey, big boy. And black dudes like, don't make give a shit about your teeth. Bend over. Don't make got time for that shit. Go over there. And, man, I don't pay for that. So they was just like, you know, I can sew. Oh, you have a working girl in your room? I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, girl, which donut do you need? Like, does she have a fat ass? Or like, is it like a small one? Because if you give a donut for a girl with a fat ass, her growth is small ass, then it'll really hurt. So, because she needs support around the, listen, when it gets like bust down and bleeding out. No, I don't know shit about that, girl. Oh, yeah, maybe because you're married, huh? Yeah. But I mean, could you give me the thing? And she was like, oh my God, you're so stupid. You have on gloves. Yeah, this your booty meat chair. Like, thank you. And took it to the other room. And then, thank you, bitch. And then I finished her hair. But I ended up having to move my next client down because it took longer. Because every time she got up, she was like, ugh. You crying. Imagine how I felt. I still had to do a full weave with a lace closure. Y'all took that vow before God. Took what vow before God? How you know what vow I took before God? Let me tell you something. Let me be very clear. I'm a Cancer, so stuff goes down. Let's not get it confused. But love doesn't equal a broken butt. That's what I'm talking about. So all of my holy rollers on here, don't do that. Because listen, my husband got to put out more now than I do. Let's be very clear, okay? But being a freak hoe in the bed don't equal a broken butt with stitches. So what are you talking about? Like, I don't need direction on my marriage. Been married for 10 years, working on year 11, mind your business. I paid $65. Well, he bought the marriage license, $67, but he puts out on a regular basis. My husband is the one that got to put out all the time, not me. So don't you tell me marriage doesn't equal broken butt. My husband does not get to break my butt. So I don't understand why you just said that. Yes, love don't equal broken booty sprinkle. It don't. No. Absolutely not. And I don't know what type of men you be messing with, but my husband is gentle. He don't want to break nothing over here. Okay? So, our vows, I ain't take, what the hell type of vows did y'all talk when y'all was getting married? I ain't said shit to the Lord about my husband breaking my butt, so I don't know what the hell that even meant. Why did you even say that? I took a vow, but I don't know what type of fucking wedding vows you had. I ain't told the Lord shit about my husband breaking my butt. I said, for better or worse, but it ain't had nothing to do with my butt. I ain't saying it's an exit only. That ain't what I'm saying. I ain't saying it's off limits. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that my husband love me, so he be gentle. It ain't no broken nothing nowhere. I ain't say it was off limits now. That ain't what I said now. That ain't what I had said. That ain't what I had said. Because my husband don't get to tell me what's... Okay. We not going there because I'm... Okay. Some of y'all husbands on the DL. And some of y'all obviously don't got no damn husbands if y'all worried about what other people's husbands is doing. Because I don't care none about what nobody else's husband is doing. Pick one more story. Y'all want a spooky one or a funny one. Everybody mind their own goddamn business. Don't mind the people business. And people be liking freaky shit. So y'all don't even know if people's husbands is on the DL. Now people be inviting people in the bedroom. So mind your business, not ye. Okay, leave people alone. All right? That's what you do. I'm just speaking about my own personal stuff. My own personal stuff, okay? Now, mind your business. Leave people alone. People can do whatever they want to do with their stuff. And if your husband is gentle, then you be okay. If he love you and stuff. And he ain't trying to break your butt. Okay, the ones that my clients was messing with, them dudes ain't care them. They paid for it. They ain't care nothing about them. They paid for it. My husband love me. Okay, so we ain't talking about that. Mind your business. Mind your business. Tara found something safe to do. Wait, I missed it. Wait. You're sweating in the scalp. Are you starting that life? No, I just, well, everybody sweats from the scalp. You have sweat glands in your scalp. That's like everybody sweats from their underarms. Like some people have more, some people's sweat glands are more active than other people's. I have active sweat glands on my scalp, but everybody has sweat glands there. It don't mean you going through the change. It just means you got active sweat glands in your scalp. Yes, please don't keep men in your life who think that having relations mean that you need to be in pain. Just saying. Yeah, like what type of dudes is y'all messing with? My husband, girl, we ain't none of y'all business. None of y'all business. Okay. Yeah, when you and I mean, and then listen, I'm not gonna speak because I know I have a client who's her and her husband. They like that. They got code words without giving too much detail. They got code words. So if something hurt too much, she be like, bubblegum sprinkles. But hey, baby, bubblegum sprinkles shit. And he be like, all right, my bad. Like, so it just depends on the relationship. But or the type of, okay. Yo, biz naive. Listen, I'm 45 and I think I'm starting that life. Listen, my grandmothers always say, baby, just live long. Safe word. Safe word is partner. Hey, you just and once again, it just depends on what type of lover you got, because you have some people. Without getting too vulgar, then we gonna tell one more story, and then we're gonna end. But without getting too vulgar, you have some people that are like really aggressive, and that's what they like. They like that. Come here, slap me. You got people that's like, you see this fucking bell? I want you to take it, and I want you to slap the fuck out of me with that 4 or 5 times in the face. Oh my god, yeah, oh my god, yeah. You fucking slap me, oh my god. Like, you got people who like that type of stuff, and it's nothing wrong with that. But then you got other type of lovers that's like really sensual and really aggressive at the same time, and the perfect mix. And to me, it's all about the person that you're with, and if they're able to, if they know how to find the balance. And let's just say my husband know how to find the balance, okay? So I'm okay. All right. Now what? Every time I get ready to move on, I see somebody else like, just keep the butt safe. Imagine getting rocked with a pill. I don't know why I bring up props, because every time I get a prop on here with y'all, it's used against me. And my scalp is wet. That's why I'm combing it, so give it some air. It is what it is. Scorpio with your freaky ass. If you a Scorpio, y'all nasty. You needed this laugh. I'm glad you got one. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Keep your butt safe. Keep your hair safe. It's crazy that this is how where our conversation has gotten to on today. But you know what I'm saying? Keep your butt safe. Keep your edges safe. Keep your hair shaft safe. If you like any of the information, I don't know, give a sister $1 or something, make it, I'll bring it for a smile, you know what I'm saying? Hey, all y'all nasty. I didn't say nothing. We're just having, listen to me. Why is everybody on here nasty? Y'all mama's nasty. Y'all grandma's nasty. Your great-great-grandma's nasty. You know how I know? It's because none of y'all asses would be here if somebody wasn't nasty. Y'all mama nasty than a motherfucker, and so is your daddy. Okay? So y'all not about to be sitting on here talking shit to me. Every last one of y'all mamas is nasty as hell, okay? Y'all don't want to admit it, but every last one of y'all mamas was bent over. All y'all. So don't you be so coming on here talking that shit, trying to act holy. I don't care how many pieces of communion y'all mamas hand out now. I don't give a damn how many damn communion pieces your grandma hanging out now. I don't give a shit that they call her Sister Carol. She was busting it open at one point in time. You understand me? Hello. Go on with the bullshit. Now, I know my grandma was, and so one of my grandmas had 6, and one of my grandmas had 12. Our grandmas was busting it open. What the hell is you talking about? What are you talking about? My grandma was busting it open. My grandma had 12 kids. What do you mean? And she had about 3 or 4 miscarriages. Hello? Grandma and them was, what are you talking about? They had nothing else to do. They was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Like, beat it. Beat it. Y'all be killing me, acting holy in the place. If you type in your mama nasty as hell. Obviously, there are circumstances, and we not talking about that. Obviously, I'm so sorry if that's, but all your mamas nasty as hell. All of y'all, and y'all daddies. Everybody nasty. Everybody, stop it. Stop it, boo. Somebody said period, poo. Period, poo. Y'all can sit on here holy. All y'all got y'all Bibles and shit. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. I don't care what Bible you got. Your mama was nasty. You know how I know your mama was nasty? Because you sitting on here. And if your mama wasn't going on like this, you wouldn't be here. If you think your mama was like, we clap our hands and I say, you're full of it. You're full of shit. Your mama nasty. Y'all can go on in here holy if y'all want to. Beat it. Beat it with yourself. Go on. Mine and yours together. I know my mama is. My grandma is. And I don't really want to think about my other grandma. But I know for a fact, my mama's mama, she tell me. Listen. One of my grandmas is like, take me to the king. And the other one is like, bitch, I wish the fuck you would. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm washing my hair after this. I'm hot. I'm sorry, Grandma. Well, no. The one that passed it was the one, take me to the king. My other grandma, look, that was the one you get in trouble not in trouble at school. Like, oh, grandma, they trying to fight me. Where that bitch at? Where she at? Tell her, come here. Fuck her ass up. You be like, grandma, no, please. Grandma, no. Grandma, hey. Grandma. Like, yeah, that's that grandma. Like, hey, sister. Hey, my grandma will, like I said, one of my grandmas will pray for you. My other grandma will shoot the shit out of you after she pistol whip you. Oh, God, to this day, you understand me? No, grandma, yeah, grandma, listen to me. Okay, look. So the last story that I have is not a hair story. It's a story about my grandma. Swear to God. Now, if we talk about let me tell you something. If we talk about grandmas, I have stories for freaking days. Okay, last one. So we was I'm from Detroit. If you from Detroit, give me a 3, right? Give me a 3. So I was born at Sinai Grace Hospital, right? You about to really be on the floor now. If you drinking something, please don't be drinking it because you're going to spit. For sure. So I had to be like 11, like 10 or 11. I know I wasn't like 12, 13. I wasn't in high school yet, for sure. Not that you 12. Anyway, so we went to the Sinai Grace Hospital and my grandma was going to pick up her medication. to her pharmacist. So it was like this one spot that where she was driving in, and she was gonna drive in and then turn. She always went through the same way. She was gonna turn, park her car. Me and my cousin was gonna wait in the car. She was gonna get her shit, and then nigga. So as this dude, he couldn't have been no older than like 24, 25. Yeah, like 24, 25. And as we driving, he cuts my grandma off and then gets in front of her. So when she turned around, I was sitting right next to my grandma. So my grandma looked at me. I was like, Grandma, please. She was like, Nick, let me tell you something. If my grandma started, mind you, my grandma from the D. Both of my grandmas from the D. And what's crazy, this grandma I'm talking about is my west side grandma, and my grandma that passed is my east side grandma. But what's crazy, my west side grandma is fucking ape shit compared to my east side grandma, which is weird because if you from Detroit, you know that the east side is a little bit more gooder than the west side, baby. Hey, mind you, my grandma little than a motherfucker, so it ain't like she big. Okay, anyway, Lord. So he cuts my grandma off, right, and starts driving slow. My grandma like, okay, bitch. Okay. And so that's thing, you know, my grandma, she do have her grandma voice though. She beat, baby, I gotta get my medication, baby. Can you move your car, honey? Can you move it, baby? Whenever we hear that voice, me and all my cousins was scared as fuck because she don't talk like that at all. Like, at all. So if she being fake, it's because she knows she about to do some crazy shit. And on the video, she want to sound like an old lady when they run the tape back. Swear to God. So the dude, he pops out. He like, man, grandma, chill, grandma. Because it was something, she was fine, but this is the D, remember? So it was some chick that was walking past that he was talking to. So he didn't cut my grandma off and went, damn, you thick as hell. Damn, hey, baby girl, hey. And as he doing that, you got an old lady like, hey, baby, can you move it? Hey, can you? So he, hey, baby, hey. Damn, you ain't gonna say shit to a nigga. That's, if you from the D, you know how that's. Damn, you ain't gonna say shit to a nigga, like straight up. And so my grandma like, baby, I don't think she want to talk to you, baby. Man, grandma, chill the fuck out. I'ma wait in a minute. So me and my cousin like, grandma, please don't. Motherfucker. Alright. We like, grandma, no. I am not lying. My grandma is fucking crazy. Alright. Motherfucker. Okay. And that's her parallel parking. My grandma gets out of the fucking car, pops the trunk, goes to the trunk. Remember those clubs that you lock the steering wheel with? She went and got one of them out. Hit the back of the car. Motherfucking did not say, move this piece of shit, motherfucker. He like, oh shit, grandma. So we get off the car, me and my cousin. Like, grandma, please, get your motherfucking ass back in the car. Talking to me. Get your motherfucking ass back in the car. Right now. This motherfucker think I'm soft. Get your bitch ass. You see these two fingers? Listen to me. When you see these two fingers, this is some shit. When my grandma put these two fingers up, she either about to cuss you out or her song came on. Barry White's her favorite. When Barry White, we going out tonight. Oh. Barry! Or, who the motherfucker? I'll fuck your ass up. Like, so that's where she was at. All in his face. We're like, grandma. He's like, all right, I'm sorry. Please don't bust my windshield. Please don't bust my windshield. I'm sorry. I shall fuck your ass up. I told your motherfucking ass. That's my grandma's favorite cuss word. I told you motherfucking ass that I had to go get my motherfucking prescription. She not gonna give you no motherfucking pussy. Get the fuck out of the way, get your ass. So we like, grandma, like, come on. She like, I'll show you how to pay it back. You bring it to me. I show them how to pay it back, motherfucker. I'm sorry, grandma. I'm sorry. And the chick he was talking to, her and her friend are in the car, dying laughing. Let me tell y'all something. One more, and then we done. Swear to God. My grandma whooped people ass at Value City. Like me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of my cousins. Me and all of my cousins was at Value City. I'll make this short, I promise. Because it ain't that long. Swear to God, my father's ashes. This happened. I'll go get my mama right now. My mom was at work. We was with my grandma for the weekend, like we always were. We were at Value City. And Value City is like Mervyn's or, you know, something like that. And so we in there, whatever, or like Kohl's. Woo, baby. So we in there, I ain't gonna lie, we was being ghetto kids. Y'all know the area where all the sleeping bags and shit are, nigga. So we was being dusty. They was already on the floor, but we like, kill them all. So, but most of my little cousins like sliding across the bags and shit like that or whatever. So this girl, she had to be around my age. She was having a bad day at Value City, and I don't think she knew that she was about to get fucked up by this old lady. She had no idea that this old lady was gonna be whooping on her ass, okay? So, anywho, y'all know those little phones that they have where they, like they can call other people in the store. So she picked up the phone and go, y'all, I would never forget this day as long as I live. She's like, hello, Rick. These little motherfucking kids is up here being bad as hell. And they keep on putting all this shit in this old ass bitch up here. And she not even fucking watching them. And I just cleaned up this motherfucking area. And they didn't put all these sleeping bags on the floor. My grandma, hey, baby, hey. Now, mind you, I don't care if she watching it or well. My older cousin, I almost said her name. My older cousin was with us, okay? Now, the girl was my older cousin's age. Now, my older cousin, about a year younger than my brother. My brother is 10 years older than me, so she 9 years older than me, okay? So, the girl who was talking the shit was her age, okay? Yeah, so what had happened was, the girl was talking the shit, okay? And my cousin go up, don't be saying nothing to don't be talking to my grandma. We wasn't whoop, da-da-da-da-da. Because my grandma pulled the old lady card, baby. That wasn't them. Yes, it was, old lady. And you need to watch your kids. Whoop. So my grandma, the lady thinks that my grandma is pulling the old lady card because my grandma turned around. And then all she saw was my cousin in her face like, bitch, don't you talk to my grandma like that. Whoop. But what was happening as my cousin's talking, my grandmother's taking her wig off, putting it in her fucking purse, and giving it to me. And I'm like, Grandma, no. Grandma, please. Grandma, no. Let's just go. We're sorry. All of my other cousins, they started picking up the stuff. And all of my other cousins, I'm like, clean this shit up. So they all cleaning up the stuff because we was like little, I was in the middle, and then the older one. So I was one of the ones in the middle telling all the little ones, clean that shit up before Grandma start fucking these ladies up in here. Y'all know what happened the last time we was at the store. Clean this shit up. So as I'm telling them to clean it up, my cousin and the girl going back and forth. And the girl go like this. You are my cousin's face. I'm the girl. She go like this. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, my grandma about to pick this lady up in the store because she touched my cousin and she went. I was like, I'm not a ghetto black girl from Detroit, please. Like, I don't want this to happen. Please, no. Please. But it was too late because if you know anybody from Detroit, if there's ever any physical contact, the girl went like this, and before my cousin could get her face up, My grandma came. My grandma whooped that lady ass to the point the people from Value City had to pull my grandma off of her, and people walking past like, damn, that's your grandma. I was like, nope, I do not know her. Nope, sure and fuck don't. Nope, I have no idea who this old lady is. They're so ghetto. Oh my God. Even though we look just alike, I got all my little cousins. Fucking, my grandma is literally like my grandma whooping this lady's ass, but my grandma's leg, like this part is my grandma's body. This part is my grandma's leg. They got my grandma's legs, and my grandma can't. And all you hear is her, get this old bitch off me. Get this old bitch off me. And all you saw was tracks everywhere. My grandma up, swinging on people, and we just like, it. And I remember calling my mom. When I got to the front, my mom was mad as hell. My mom had to come down to Value City because my grandma was in the room with the Value City security because she done whooped everybody's ass. So my mama had to come get me and all of my cousins that was in the back. And my grandma had her picture outside of fucking Value City for years. She was never allowed back in. So yeah. That is, a part of where I come from, I got my holy grandma over here and my I will up your ass up grandma over here, One grandma talked about Jesus all the time. The other one, I don't remember her ever saying, Okay, I'm gonna take one more question, then we're done. You gonna learn today. That's that old school respect. Did grandma go to jail? No. Let me tell you something. That's so crazy. My grandma has pistol whipped so many people. That's not funny. That's not funny. I'm sorry. But she's never, if she went to jail, it was before I was born. If she went to jail, it was before I was born. You got to watch the replay, but we've been on here for a couple hours now. I don't even know. Did my two grandmas ever meet? Mm-mm. Well, I'm sure maybe once or twice. I don't know. Not really. But y'all got to realize, east side and west side, two completely different sides. Like, they had no reason to, like a 35-minute drive. They had no, and most older women, like my grandma, my father's mother, she never got on the airplane. Like, it wasn't her thing. She didn't really travel. She had a couple states that she would go to, and that's it. Like, my grandma Edward, she wasn't really, she was like, no, I like my house, and don't bring your dusty butt over here. Value City. Listen, for years, my grandma picture was outside of Value City. Like, she's not allowed inside. And they had the picture of her being pulled off. It was so embarrassing. Yeah, Value City, Trinity products. Trina Rusted products used. No, you guys. And we about to leave after this. We'll have a stop giving people advice. Don't ever. Whenever y'all telling people what to do, don't ever, unless you're a professional and you've talked to the person and you know exactly who you're talking to, don't ever recommend anybody to use protein. Ever. If you don't know their hair, if you don't know what they're dealing with, don't ever recommend anybody to use protein, because there's one group of people who can take protein in their hair. So with you just saying like, oh yeah, do this and then protein, you literally could have given her if somebody follows what you said, you can literally ruin their hair just from you saying that, because you giving somebody that type of advice, that's not enough advice. Please don't do that. Do not use protein in your hair unless you know what level of porosity you have and if your hair can take protein. Okay, so you guys, tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Pacific, so that is going to be 6:30 p.m. Eastern, I have a full-fledged video, and in this video I show you this initial silk press before I wash it. When I tell y'all my scalp is wet, that is what I mean. That's actually why I did this, so I can show you that. But anyway, when you go on there, when I post the video tomorrow, it's going to show you the whole process. And I know a lot of people asked me when this video first started, like, oh, you straighten your hair every week or you blow dry your hair every week, do you have heat damage? No, I do not, because I know how to do it. There is a certain method that professionals follow to ensure that they don't give their clients heat damage and that they don't get heat damage. And I'm showing you guys that in the video tomorrow. So just make sure that you're there just like you're here, and give me about 30 minutes for this video to get done converting all the way, and then go back to the description box, and then everything that I talked about, all the resources, the free group that I want you guys to join. The challenge starts on the 5th of this month that's coming up next tomorrow. So it starts on the 5th, and this challenge is going to be everything. This challenge is what I am using to make sure that you are able to track your natural hair growth cycle, your skin cell turnover, all of that. So after this, nobody has any excuses, because this group is free 99. Literally, all you have to do is download the app, app that I'm gonna send you, and it is free 99. It's the Wix app through Sendout, but it's the Sendout app. You know, okay. So you're gonna download the app, and once you download the app, it'll send you straight to the group. And once you're in the group, it'll give you prompts, it'll ask you questions. And once again, this challenge starts on the 5th. So if you're a person who you're trying to find your natural hair growth cycle, you're trying to find your natural skin cell turnover, and you're just trying to grow your hair and follow the science of your body, join this group and join this challenge. It is free 99, and you get a little bit of a sample of what my group, the Hair Guru 101, but this is a paid group, is only $9.99 a month, but you get a small preview of what they get on a regular basis. But I just want to do this entry level for you guys, because baby, come the 15th of this month, we're going in so very deep. So all of my deep educational content, I'm talking like hour-long videos, will be found nowhere but on my website through the Guru 101. So if you really like my educational videos and deep content, then head over there. And I'm thinking about maybe doing a free trial for some people. Well, not for some people, maybe for like a 48-hour period, depending on how many people join the free group. So if enough people join my free group, I may make it available for you to join my paid group with a 24-hour free trial. So you guys make sure, like I said, you go ahead, head over to my website, www.sinsmith.guru, sign up for that group, all of that stuff. So we'll be in the loop. And I was trying to end the video on a laptop, even though I'm clearly here on my phone. I love y'all, okay?